Live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back here to another fantastic, fun-filled edition of No Bucks Given, making Heather choke on her food there, as we are welcoming you guys into the new episode here. It's episode 65, holy shit, of the show where we're talking about anything and everything going... What?
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 What? No?
Huh? God damn it, I was on a roll. I was on a roll, damn it. We're live, right?
Yeah.
All I heard is backwards. Ow!
I got the hiccups, fuckers.
That's oh man, the worst is when you the one time I got like a hiccup and a yawn and I felt like I was screaming like a fucking pelican or something. I was like, "Aah!"
That happened to me about an hour ago.
Oh my god, it was the worst.
Yeah, right.
But anyway, you guys know the drill. It is No Bucks Given. Is the show we're talking about anything and everything going on in the world that we want to talk about that's fun, interesting, or just fucking weird. You guys know me. It is Mr. Marvel here, Connor, joining with the wonderful members of the Horny Goat crew. We've got, of course, Canadian Basement and the power couple, JP and Heather. How y'all doing this evening?
What do you matter having a good time in that fucking water? I tell you.
I'm a gummy bear.
I'm a gummy bear, gummy. Wait, okay, did you send that to me because you're enjoying gummy bears?
You got to pay attention to detail.
No, well, I'm fucking...
They're fucked up.
That's
the detail.
I'm okay right now.
Now.
But I know
I'm not saying I'm not saying I won't be drooling here.
Start the timer. But how you guys doing? I'm still recovering from Sackboy and whatnot.
Good. Wendy and I, had it out in the fucking park today. We didn't. That is not
your child in the park.
What I meant to say is Heather and I actually got some free time today, so it's been a good day. We did fucking nothing.
Sometimes that's what you need to do.
Oh my god,
that's not all we did. So we just did nothing. We just, took a shower. And things went from there, and my body hurt for about 5 minutes afterwards. So.
From doing nothing?
Oh, all those nothings I did over and over and over again.
I think I sprained my wrist.
Sprained my ankle. Sprained every part of my body.
I almost did.
Fucking cramp.
Any form of sexual activity in the shower is dangerous, man. Slippery as fuck.
But no, we're doing good.
Did you put up like a wet floor sign afterwards?
Broken back. Well, you see, doctor.
Oh my fucking god. We haven't even touched any of the subjects yet. I
wouldn't say that for JP.
Well, there is that.
We got the wonderful peeps joining us in the chat. We got Kratos, we got Jerkin, we got Alpha, we got Paul Arzola. What's going on, guys? Thank you all for tuning in as always. Arzola. We kind of got back in the swing of things. I know we've had a lot of Hogwarts gameplay this week. We also did do the draft for season 2 of HGGM mode, which is starting up next week. That was
for life.
there was a lot of fucking swearing because everyone kept taking everybody else, and we're like, fuck.
If you notice, I didn't. I did not swear. I said I went.
No, you kept questioning everyone's picks.
I do. That's what I do.
Like, why did you? Why?
I do that to make people laugh. I did say, I thought the draft went well. I thought everybody picked well. I tried picking to what my brand was, which I think Basement tried.
Yeah, to the best I could, like ECW.
Like, I don't know what
the era of fucking WWE.
I love your Ray-Sean, but I don't know what the fuck you were doing. No, his
roster is pretty good though.
His roster's pretty good. He has the bloodline except for one, because I don't know why he wouldn't take him, but whatever.
Wait, you have him, don't you?
I do.
Okay. Well, trades can still happen. She can still trade. But
I get a trade with nobody.
You're with me, man.
Nope.
I'll give you Bailey, your only woman.
I'll give you nope.
Fighting with myself.
And she's fired.
Page documentary.
You would be. I'm not gonna have any women on my roster.
Sticky pages.
Valley 8. That's it.
I should make your referee fucking female.
Whatever. I don't care.
Aubrey Edwards.
Yeah, that'd be great. Perfect. Nailed it.
Her and AOC, I think, are sisters because they both look like horse faces.
It's the teeth, man.
It is.
It is.
Nay. We also played a little bit of. We also played a little Diablo that quickly switched to Sackboy.
There were
I heard
mistakes.
that was. I could hear Heather laughing from.
Sackboy was a lot of fun.
Oh man, that I still laugh at the fact that like I got an award from work for teamwork and I fucking throw in half of the people.
You killed me multiple times.
I heard a lot of it was yelling at Gina to hurry up.
She wasn't paying attention half the time.
Yeah, I don't know where she was.
She would be talking about something that's like, oh, I'm dead. Like, what? Fucking move!
Well, you gotta move, man. Whatever, she deserved to die.
And Heather kept dying because she get cut off on the screen because we either wouldn't go far enough or we kept going backwards because of Gina.
Okay, so Heather would go adventure, and that's what killed her.
That's
You
usually,
killed me,
That's usually
and I killed you.
that's usually my role.
Supervised.
But you are. No, what? So, me?
Me?
I would just sit there and watch you like I ask her all the time when you guys are playing that, when you were playing, I'm like, why do you keep fucking running away from everybody? Like, why can't you stay with your team? And she's
Rambo.
like,
Listen,
"Catch up to me." I'm like,
have you met us?
I'm a one-man army.
she is crazy. Like, I'll be sitting here like in Hogwarts and she just goes. Like, if there's a character that's supposed to be with her, she gone.
In Diablo, me and Connor were together most of the time. Heather would just fucking strike to the next fucking thing.
Which is funny because when we
Keep
first
going,
when we first started doing these type of co-op games together, that was usually my role, like fucking Back for Blood.
If you didn't see it, go back and watch the last 4 episodes. I think of fucking Back for Blood.
Yeah, that was the best.
I'm consistently there for the team.
Basement's
You
like trying to.
fuckers. And it's so frustrating because these fucking assholes are like, I guess I'll just play this game by myself. And then you run up fucking 20 feet and they're dead on the ground. Well,
Right.
surprise, surprise.
Basement's trying to fucking coerce us together, and I'm fucking on the other side of the goddamn map, already half dead. And he's like, "What the fuck?"
On the ground and Back for Blood dying. It's like, where the fuck are you? You're like off in some offshoot
I'm like,
area of the map.
I'm like down to 20% health. I'm like, don't worry about it.
I can tell you right now, I think it'd be funny watching Gina and I play a co-op because I don't play those kinds of games. She'd probably be yelling at me to catch up.
Holy shit.
That would probably be the stream where one of them cries, and I'm not sure which one.
I'd be crying with laughter because I think it'd be funny.
I feel like there'd be a level of rage it starts at.
Listen. Me and Basement already wanted to kill me from fucking Gears of
No, we've
War.
got to return to Gears of War. There's another one we have to play.
Oh no. Are you sure you want that kind of punishment?
Yes.
Actually, you know what?
You should be fine.
I played with fucking Gina. Shiva, come on. Shiva, come on. Fucking Shiva was never there. Shiva was never where she needed to be.
You know what? I think I need to engorge in edibles if we're gonna do another Gears of War.
Yeah, that's good.
Fucking the Hammer of Dawn's a fickle bitch.
Fucking
That
hammer
was
on.
that was the best. Where like you fucking warned how powerful it was. He fucking kills you, and then 2 seconds later, I'm like, oh, that's what you meant.
Yeah, that fucking thing did not work as advertised.
No, it did. It just there was no warning
Well,
label
yeah.
on it.
Hey, speaking
I
of
think
advertisements,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
I know what he's talking about.
I mean, I gotta fucking do it.
No, it just
Nice
you
segue.
didn't
You
fucking you didn't stick
Said
the
advertisement.
you didn't
So,
stick.
like-
Well, hold on, back up. You're the one who said speaking of advertisements. You're just like, oh yeah, and that was the end of it. You didn't say anything else afterwards.
Oh,
So
yeah.
everybody paid attention to the news with the Bud Light thing, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I am.
Gotta love it.
I fucking cracked up because we've talked about the fucking Dylan Mulvaney and the failure of Bud Light by pushing that because it has nothing to do with beer. And then the response was, I don't know if you saw it, Connor, but the video I shared in the thing where it's like the most American fucking
Yep.
thing you could show. Might as well have fireworks going off inside the horse's asshole. Like,
It's so
it's so ridiculous.
So this is Bud Light's way of saying, hey, we still want you to drink our beer. We're sorry we did what we did. And that's it. So, but there was other advertisements out there. I don't know if y'all went out and seen the... I'm sure you scrolled through Twitter or some sort of social media, and there's billboard signs of LOL crybabies. And Bud Light put up that sign. You already lost $6 billion. Are you
I'm
trying
wondering,
to lose $6 billion more?
are you sure it was like a real sign, or is it a fucking
I don't.
Photoshop?
I think it might have. I'm just saying. I've seen
Because
it.
if they put up that sign and they released the horse video, it's like, where are you? Which direction are you fucking going in? It's like, let me tell you a story.
Listen.
A story about beer. What?
Oh fuck, we fucked this up. Quick, shove the fireworks up the horse's ass. I mean,
it's a horse running
listen,
through the
we all
desert
we
and shit.
listen,
Like,
we all know how I feel about horses.
He said the video is so ridiculous, and it's like an old couple putting like an American flag on the fucking flagpole.
I mean, I wouldn't put
And
it
it cuts
past
back
them.
to the horse, and it's like, you haven't even shown beer. This is not. There's no beer in the whole fucking picture.
So if everybody doesn't know, I think Bud Light's dropping her.
Yeah.
Because the ad executive that approved this resigned or is on some sort of hiatus.
Yes.
So I am thinking they're gonna drop it, and she's upset by it.
On a leave of absence, but the thing that's funny is like her whole thing was, we're gonna change the way that Bud Light is looked upon, and as soon as that comes out, it's like, you have to leave and bring in the horse, guys.
It's like any
replaced by a running horse.
It's like any good donkey show.
Now this would be a great Saturday Night Live skit, right? This would be
Still
the
might be.
skit. Have that girl standing behind that horse, and that horse just kicks her right out the fucking door. That would be the fucking greatest fucking commercial.
Holds
That
the
would be
tail
like
up.
Saturday Night Live written all over it.
Update her Twitter profile. Is just a picture of the horse? CEO or fucking.
It's her holding the horse's tail up.
Fucking first woman in beer commercials or whatever the fuck she has on her profile.
Yep. I don't know, man. I just found it funny, and I did go to Dylan Mulvaney's thing, and I think she's hasn't put anything out, so she's hiding. She's in hiding now, or he, or it, or they, or horse, or whatever.
Maybe that's her in the commercial. They don't talk about what gender the horse is. So,
oh my god!
There's that.
Yeah, she might. The next thing she might do is identify as one of the Clydesdales.
You know what I actually saw that was a great quote, and I saw it on TikTok. It was from Patton Oswalt, and he did I don't know how old his special was, but it was I think it was a little while ago. We talked about being woke, and he goes, I'm woke, I think, but you know what? I won't be someday. Be woke, be open-minded, just don't pat yourself on the back because it will bite you in the ass.
Oh, it's like going like a step further than just being accepting of things.
Yeah.
There's acceptance, and then there's fucking like pushing the limit and barrier to be like, I'm accepting, but also you need to be accepting, and here's my fist, there's your throat, let me enter you. And then it's like, I'm done with that. Also, this fucking dog has a bad taste in beer.
He does.
That is, I'm going to tell you right now how Bud Light makes all the money that they do in their beer. I don't know how people.
It's terrible beer.
That. It is awful.
It's desperation. It's like, okay, you know.
I mean, the thing is, Budweiser itself, the king of beers, is not great. Bud Light is the shittiest version of that.
It is literally horse piss. I think Clydesdales piss in this fucking beer. Okay? It is bad. I don't know why people drink it.
Yeah, let me find a better gift then.
It makes me shit immediately. And it's also like, you basically might as well drink water. Because it's like 3% fucking alcohol.
Basically.
When this happened, I knew it was gonna fucking happen. Country music, and Bud Light sponsors a lot of concerts.
Yeah.
And a lot of country western singers, because beer is made in Missouri, so it's all in that belt of country music is where we originated. You know, that's the way it is there.
Horses love it.
Yes. So I'm telling you, that is, when they did that, I knew Bud Light was gonna run into fucking trouble. And it had for me personally, it has nothing to do with her, they, whatever. I don't care. They can support whatever the fuck they want. I don't want them to turn into a company where it has to be a thing that we have to fucking do for a commercial. That's where I get fucking frustrated. They're like doing this shit on, like, you watch any fucking commercial today and you are seeing like, you're seeing men, families in commercials, and then they just put it right in your face. I don't mind that shit, but why is it?
I just don't like it becomes like very like fucking cringe for me when big corporations are like, yes, we're gay too. It's like,
yeah, no, I
you know what I mean? Like,
yes.
It's fine to have like just include, okay, a bunch of people hanging out, and then you've got two guys or two girls cheers each other with their beer. They don't need to fucking open mouth kiss each other. Just the idea of it happening is fine, whatever. Like, but like that'd be like, go out of your way and have the only people. I think there's an ad right now here. What is it? It's two women that end up kissing each other while driving a car. I can't remember what the actual product is, but it doesn't matter. The product, you see the problem with that ad? I can't remember the product, but I remember the ad for it forcing, not an agenda, just like it's over representation.
That's the problem with commercials today. It's more about who's in the commercial, not about you lose focus on the product, and now they're just like, we're gonna advertise Bud Light, but we're gonna show you two fucking transgenders running a 69 on each other.
It should be about the product. The other parts are just background noise. Where like when it comes to like representation that's relatively new in like mass media, where they go complete overboard with it because they're like, we're part of that too. We're part of the good guys image, and it's like, you're just fucking trash anyway. Everybody knows you're garbage. Like, you're just fucking greedy assholes. You don't have to like pretend that you're in love with fucking gay marriage and fucking people gender swapping. Like, you don't have to. Nobody wants to see that. Just fucking sell your shit product and shut the fuck up.
Right. Yeah. And I will say this right now. What people are saying is that when you shit on Bud Light for doing this, all beers do this. Okay. But I don't see any of those commercials. Bud Light is the only one that I've seen.
What other beer commercial features Dylan Mulvaney talking about it being a fucking, not a frat drink, just a drink for a fucking, I don't care. This guy is so fucking annoying to me.
So, when you were talking about like how like the corporate, like, wow, we're gay too, it made me think that there was a thread I found, and I just found it. I was trying to pull it up, of like really shitty or cringy corporate tweets from like corporate accounts, and I found one that just kind of sums it up. So there was a trend. This was back in like 2014. The hashtag why I stayed, which is like, you know, talking about like a somewhat abusive relationship or like narcissistic relationships of people like, why did I stay with this person despite all these horrible things? And fucking DiGiorno Pizza said hashtag why I stayed, you had pizza. I'm like, oh no.
You know what it is? It's tone deaf.
It's shit like that.
It's like they don't necessarily get the movement, but they want to like take part in the advertising for that movement.
Yep.
Like, us too. It's like, no, you fucking idiots.
It's
you're doing it wrong.
A beer doesn't care, and this is why I say beer companies shouldn't care. A beer company doesn't care what you are and what you do. It's an inanimate fucking object. That's why I don't know why it has to actually. Can't somebody make a commercial?
This is like representation is
It
not
don't matter.
necessarily needed. You know what you do? You make a commercial. You want to sell a beer. You make a commercial of a bunch of guys fucking watching the Super Bowl. You got wings on the table, and then who wants a Bud Light? And there are a bunch of guys, and then you fucking throw a transgender person in there. I'll have one too. That's it. Done. If you want to fucking represent shit, but don't like focus on it. It's like, do they want one too? Or like, you know, they're gonna go out of their way to like very like zoom in on the transgender person to be like, yes, we also include transgenders in beer drinking. You have no choice in the matter. Fuck, it's like who drinks water? Everybody on the fucking planet. Eat my ass.
Oh God, I just found another one that said it was from.
That's what it is. It's like nobody cares. I don't care. They aren't gonna drink my fucking beer. You know.
I'll give anybody a beer.
I just found.
I don't care what they drink.
I found another one from with SpaghettiOs holding an American flag saying "Taking a moment to remember #Pearl Harbor." What the fuck, man?
Eat SpaghettiOs in case you forgot. The terrible movie with Ben Affleck. No, the actual.
Wasn't that? Well, yeah, it was that bad. But that's what I think of when I think of this whole this entire thing. I think of the exact same thing like Basement just said. We're gay too. Like it's fine to be supportive without having to be like I don't know.
It's support the troops in Iraq. Eat Doritos.
This month.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Well, commercials usually when they do something like that, and
0.001% of the Doritos sold money goes to the troops in Iraq.
That's fine. That's fine. If they do that with transgenders, that's fine too.
Goes to transgenders?
No. Okay. So there's support. Like support.
I got my Doritos check. Living high.
You're missing. No, that's not.
It's covered in nacho cheese dust. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
It's Cool Ranch, baby.
Every time you buy it's Cool Ranch, baby. Every time you buy a bag of Doritos,
an angel gets
wings. I was just thinking the same thing.
Not $1, 1/8 of a cent.
An eighth of a cent. Well, I wouldn't even give an eighth of a cent.
I got my $17 Doritos check. This is gonna go towards my $100,000 surgery. Praise Lord. Thank you, Doritos. Peace out.
Keep calm and stay cool, Ranch.
It's like a mandatory thing. They have to sell their product when they're interviewed in some way.
Could you like where they have a fucking
feeling the heat.
They have
these Inferno Doritos.
They have a fucking press conference. Like we can't hear you over the crunching on the microphone. Can you just no? I can't. Aren't you diabetic? Next question.
I'm also feeling the heat of my asshole being on fire.
We're gonna get those terrorists. Now watch this drive.
Anyway, this woman has terrible fucking balance.
Yeah, well, she's probably fucking hammered first of all, and the horse moved. You gonna stand on a horse?
Not that
It's
much.
a drinking game.
Yeah, but come on.
Come on. I'm gonna tell you right now.
This is a drinking game. Fucking Christopher Reeves is fucking rolling around in his grave.
They're playing Truth or Dare, and they're like, "I dare you to get up on this horse and drink a beer." Shit, I'm on my period. That's why the horse is neighing and shit.
The opposite of Christopher Walken is.
Even though the horse didn't even fucking move. The horse didn't move. She just said, fuck it.
The horse had like an itch on its ass, and then just bam.
Well, no, he had a bitch on his ass. That's the problem. Like, fuck this shit, get off me.
It didn't make a move, right? It's like, and that's her off balance.
Is she holding her phone with the other hand?
I believe so.
Or water. Oh, nope, that's her phone. Yep.
You know what? Fuck it. The whole fucking beer was head anyway. This bitch.
I was about to say, if anything, that beer is probably tasting better. But speaking of fun stuff with the world and being woke and being canceled and all that shit.
I'm so woke right now.
Yep. Well, I am too. I just fucking butt chugged that goddamn monster, and I have.
Hold on, did you say butt chug?
You did.
I did.
That's when you wanted to hit your
I
lower intestine first.
I needed to hit on both sides. I drank the first half first because I did the other way. Never mind.
The whole lower body is so wake.
My leg's twitching. Jonathan Majors. We didn't get a chance to talk about this before because we obviously took a week off, but he's fucked. I don't know if they're gonna replace him or not. To be completely honest with you. So for those of you, those who don't know, he got accused of domestic violence, and now there's apparently a bunch of people coming out now about this. It's still speculative. It's still, under investigation, blah, blah, blah.
This is fucking titty shaking action.
Yep. But there's a lot of speculation that he could very well be replaced as Kang in the MCU. And obviously a lot of people are like kind of like questioning whether or not this needs to happen. It's the whole cancel culture again. People obviously pointing to fucking our favorite person that we talked about all fucking last year, Ezra Miller. And
so not a fair comparison.
No,
first of all.
No, not even fucking close.
For me, Ezra Miller went off the fucking deep end. And, like, obviously went pretty crazy and went and did that shit. Also, like the fact that they're rebooting the DC universe. It's like the thing that was thought about is, are we releasing the Flash or not? And then we're done with him anyway. With Kang, it's like, are we going to include him in everything else we do? At this point in time, like, the way that the information got shared is the girl that was supposedly abused by him recanted the statement, and he was cleared. And then, out of the woodwork, a bunch of women are like, "No, me as well. He did me as well." This to me is, I am very like 40, 30, 70 on it being legit. Like, I think he's probably, like, if the original girl recanted and then a bunch of people came out, I don't know if it's like, I don't think it, the thing is, I don't want to see him not be in that role if it just happens to be people looking for money.
No, he was the best part of the Ant-Man movie. I'm just gonna throw that out there now.
So my question is, have there since the last time? Because it wasn't. Marvel has not dropped him yet.
No.
It was his publicist agency.
Yes.
It was his two of his agents. Yeah, two of his agents dropped him.
So, I mean,
that's the concerning part. More than the like accusations, because if the accusations hold some sort of water, I think his agents would kind of like, the agents leaving means like they're rats jumping off a sinking ship in my mind, because they wouldn't give up the opportunity to be his agent if nothing held any water.
Right. So you think that the agents dropping, and this is me asking, the agency dropping it's
more telling than the accusations.
Yep.
So the accusations are probably
the accusations, there could be some truth to them, because you think about it, agents, like, this guy is poised to become a major player in the movie industry. Agents walking away from that because of an accusation of abuse,
I mean, I get it, but let's remember, there's one person in that, Marvel universe that, I mean, he didn't sexually assault anybody, but the guy couldn't keep his nose out of a fucking cocaine pile. Robert Downey Jr. I mean,
well, he reformed.
Well, how come this guy can't?
There's a difference because
Robert Downey Jr.'s like indiscretions were,
he was clean before he entered.
Well before, yeah. And then he didn't slip up. But even then, like, substance abuse versus physical abuse is a different.
All I'm saying is, everybody said Robert Downey Jr.'s career is dead.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't.
They said the same thing about fucking Johnny Depp, and he was embroiled with that shit.
I'm not saying that his career is dead. It's just, my question is whether or not Marvel is going to pull the trigger.
Because it has to be timely. Marvel has to operate in a certain time frame. They can't just. He might come back later on and be fine, but like the fact that he's going to be featured in movies that are being shot for the next year.
Yeah, he's in Loki season 2. They already filmed that stuff, and they've already got him.
They're gonna be filming a lot of things that are being released in the next year and the year after very soon, if not now. So what do they do? The safe bet is to replace him.
Now.
But it's also terrible in my mind because this is not like replacing fucking War Machine
or Hulk.
This is replacing the fucking main villain for the entire phase.
Yeah.
And after he was in a movie that featured like 7,000 versions of himself.
So I honestly think they could do it.
I mean, they can, but it's
gonna take it's gonna take away from the punch of the villain, which they're already. Take the.
I feel like if this happened right after he was featured in Loki, before he was featured in the Ant-Man movie,
yeah,
it would have been more palatable. But the Ant-Man movie and that he's in Loki season 2 already.
So the problem the timing is the worst part. I'm not even just talking about like his role in what he's going to be, right? But like think of it this way. We've all been very critical of Phase 4 for and rightfully so, but it's a rebuilding phase, and they had to rebuild a new major threat, and they haven't even
to where they are.
And I was about to say they haven't even gotten there yet, and so they're just starting to get really just starting to get Kang's like power and like the weight of how much of a threat he is. They're just starting to get that now, and essentially like. To pull that out from like the rug out from underneath him already, it's another hindrance on the character more than anything else besides the actor.
I think if they have to switch characters, and I liken it, and we were talking about this before we got on here. I mean, you just said his name, Johnny Depp. In Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Even that is not. It's not the same.
No, I'm just talking about. I'm not talking about the drug compared to the fucking sexual.
No. Like there were, I wouldn't compare Fantastic Beasts with the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Let me finish. I'm not comparing them. I'm not comparing them at all.
Okay.
I'm talking based on the acting ability.
Mm-hmm. Johnny
Depp being replaced as Grindelwald by Mads Mikkelsen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yes, this guy. I'm talking about Jonathan Majors now. I'm not comparing the universes at all.
Yep.
I'm talking about him.
Right.
What if there's another actor out there that does a better job than he did, and they can tell that story because they got this stupid time travel bullshit and alternate worlds?
Even that is difficult to tell with how far they've gone with his exposure, because they've exposed him.
I haven't seen any of it.
Okay, but the last movie that he made exposed him as being that character in every fucking universe.
So there's only been, so as far as I know, without and this is to the extent of the knowledge that I have. You know, Kang's been prominently featured, obviously, in Ant-Man 3, and he will be featured in Loki Season 2, and we obviously saw him at the beginning of Loki Season 1, and there's been, the end of Loki Season 1. So, in the post-credit scene of Ant-Man, spoilers, there are literally hundreds of thousands of variants of Kangs that fill up a goddamn stadium, and they're all played by Johnathan Majors, including 3 of the most powerful versions of Kang, which are, I can't even fucking think of them right now. Like, I know Rama Tut and others. But anyway, so the point is that we've seen that there are literally hundreds of thousands of Johnathan Major versions of Kang all over the place. Could they replace him and have someone do a better job? Absolutely, they could.
What I mean by that is, yes, they're alternate. I didn't mean to interrupt you. What I mean by there's alternate universes, you could also have an alternate universe where the actual really big bad guy is not Jonathan Majors.
True. And what I was going to say to your point was, creatively, if they're going to do any sort of major switcheroo and tomfoolery and bullshit, I mean, Jesus Christ, we just had 3 Spider-Men in the same movie. So yeah. They could very well pull it off, but it sucks because I thought he fucking knocked it out of the park, and he's a fantastic actor. And so
Johnny Depp did a pretty good job as Grindelwald. I think Heather. I don't know if Heather agrees with me on that, but that's what I'm comparing it to. I mean, Johnny Depp did a pretty good job in the first 2 movies, but Mads Mikkelsen in the third one, and I know we're talking about him, which is what I'm comparing this to. If they have to switch characters, I think Mads Mikkelsen's a better fucking Grindelwald than fucking.
Yeah, he is. I haven't seen the movie, but I know he would be because he can play a villain really well. As far as it goes with Johnathan Majors, if I was at the helm, I think I would move forward because if you think about it, they've already moved forward with him anyway. And that was the first allegations and the follow-up of the bunch of them. They're still gonna have products coming out like Loki season 2 that feature him in the heat of the allegations. So just stick with it. If it ends up going further than that, you might want to make a change later, or you can wrap up the Kang storyline a lot earlier than you wanted to.
Well, they have a fucking Avengers movie called Kang Dynasty, so they're gonna have to do something with it. What my point was, and this is talking about my ass here again, I don't know how much Kang will be featured going into the Kang Dynasty movie now, and I meant that even before this whole Johnathan Majors shit happened. Like, I feel like he might be just in the background, maybe mentioned, or like a photo op or scene or something like that. So who fucking knows? I don't know. I hope he sticks around because I really like him as an actor. I think he fucking crushes it in his roles, but fucking cancel culture. But I also hope those allegations are wrong. But from what
it's guilty before
proven innocent.
It's guilty before proven innocent.
Yeah. Guilty. It's you're innocent or guilty until proven innocent.
Right. What we just said. Fuck it.
No, I've never seen the guy act. I don't think I've ever.
I hope he doesn't get replaced, and I'm pretty much in the same realm as you, Connor. I hope he doesn't get replaced. I hope the allegations aren't true. I think there's like. Usually when these things come about, there's usually some like element of truth in them, but there's also like, what do you consider physical abuse? Did somebody like in the heat of a moment, did somebody like grab you and you're like, oh my god, or are they fucking raining down blows upon your fucking soul? Like what is the actual accusation? And it's combo breaker. Because this type of shit is like, if it comes out and it's just a bunch of people trying to get money, or like what they consider physical abuse, they didn't consider physical abuse at the time, but they're like, well, somebody else said they did something to me, but he was also pretty physical with me when we were intimate or something, and it's like, oh, I'm going to consider that. That type of shit could fucking completely derail this guy's career, and he's going to lose out on millions upon millions of dollars.
Well, look at
and the people that accuse him, what happens, like, that's it, right? It's just, you falsely accused him, and we're dropping the case. You're not charged anything. Like, honestly, when it comes to like what they need to start doing for these big fucking celebrity scandals is the people that people are gonna be like, oh, you're stopping people from speaking up because they don't know if they were abused. If you don't know if you were abused or not, you're probably not abused, in my honest opinion. But if you know you were abused and you speak up, and you're right, then the charges should stay. If you're wrong and you're fucking trying to make money off somebody that has a lot of money, you should be fucking whatever money they lost out from fucking ruining their career. You should
feel like there should be like an investigative like task force just for shit like this, like an independent.
There really should be, because
you know what I mean?
Getting out of hand now.
Yeah.
And it's not just the Johnathan Major thing. It's like so many things in the past. If it involves like the regular public and like celebrity figures, then come on, there's got to be like, because a huge amount of money's on the line. It's not only Johnathan Majors, it's potential investors in Disney and all the other fucking people involved in that fucking money pile.
Well, I mean, like,
they can lose money. Yeah, they can, but they shouldn't just give it away to some fucking random person that's like, they did something to me. Nothing ever happened.
I just thought of fucking the Justin Roiland situation. He got fucking nixed from everything, and then everything got dropped.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, I don't know. I was just thinking like the task force should be named after Harvey Weinstein. The Harvey Weinstein Task Force. The HWTFs. TF. Damn it.
The Steens.
The Steens.
Call them the Steens.
Oh no,
and they'll
call
show
them the
up with fucking
Steens.
walkers with fucking
Open robes.
tennis balls on them.
Open robes.
Oh my god, it's the Steens.
I'd have the same look as the GIF right now.
Yeah, seriously.
It's like fucking taking a shit.
But
Angrily.
we'll see what happens with this. I mean, I don't think, and I think there should be some legal precedent for, like, I can't lose my career because of an allegation.
I agree.
So-
and you shouldn't have to.
So I'm sure. Well, it'd be their loss then.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if the allegations are true, then yes, I get it, because you should be going to jail.
No, I'm talking about if he did it, he needs to go to jail. If comes out nothing happened, those two agents that left him are
They're gonna be pissed.
why? Well, they're gonna be
Mhm.
pissed.
This is my biggest worry, because like agents like that, I unless they're like high-end agents that deal with a lot of other celebrities, they might be looking at his thing and being like, I either don't need the headache, or I don't think I'm gonna get a lot of like booking for him outside of the booking we've already established with Marvel moving forward because of that. So there might be like that might be the case, but when agents leave a up and coming talent like that for like the allegations that we've heard very, very little about, except for the fact that they were like put forward, that's a pretty big red flag to me.
Yeah. Yeah. If they're not being forthcoming with any information, and it's this far along now that they've come forward to speak about it, that they're in it for the 15 minutes.
Well, the agents will know more than the public because they have a working relationship with the actor. So them leaving is the biggest red flag that I've seen so far.
Against him or
Against him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if they were confident behind the scenes in him or the lack of evidence or whatever the case may be, if they could see the writing on the wall and be like, yeah, this is all horseshit, it'll blow over, then they would stay with him. Right.
Got it. Oh, I got it.
And going from red flags to blue checks.
Yes.
Oh my god.
All right, I want to. Okay. I just want to state this. I'm right on the same page with you, Basement. I just want to stress this for the fucking record. It is fucking baffling to me how many people losing their goddamn fucking shit over this. Like, I understand, like, social media has some weight to it in some cases and some things here and there, right? But, like, the level of, like, the level of fucking people giving a shit about this is unreal to me.
It's very telling for the egotistical nature of these I'm gonna say upper class, the fucking super rich, the people that
1%.
are celebrity figureheads, how egotistical they are. They're like, you're taking away something that verifies my identity. Welcome to the rest of the fucking world, you dumb cunts.
I mean, come on, man. That's exactly what I was saying to people. Like, you're complaining because you're. Well, and our response is, well, I got those followers. Yeah, because of who you are. If you can't, these people saying that I need a blue check by my fucking name because I am important needs to be kicked off of Twitter. They are the fucking problem in feeding these fucking people lies and fucking. It's just annoying.
Well, the funniest thing, it was George Costanza that I saw. Being like, I'm leaving this because nobody can tell who I am. I'm like, bitch, nobody cared anyway before. What the last thing you did that anybody cared about was Seinfeld.
And
when did that end?
He tweeted out again saying he had a blue check. Oh, I got a call. I got a message from a friend saying that I was verified on Twitter again. Yeah, because that motherfucker probably paid your $8 so you fucking shut up.
There are a lot of celebrities tweeting out, I did not sign up for Twitter Blue, but I somehow got my blue check back.
I honestly feel like when it comes down to it, The people that are complaining are. Like you're an idiot if you pay for a blue check mark. I'm sorry. That's just bottom line. Unless you've got all the money in the world and $8 means nothing for you, and you want to be the blue check mark that you want to pay for a blue check mark, go for it. I can't tell you how to spend your money. If you're somebody that's not for money and you've got a blue check mark just to be like I'm important, nobody cares. Everyone thinks you're a fucking dumbass. The fact that all these celebrities are up in arms because I worked for my identity to be known. So did every fucking person on Twitter. What, your job acting as somebody you're not is more important than somebody that fucking deals like a surgeon or a fucking bus driver? No, fucking eat your own ass. Everybody should be verified then, or nobody should.
No, nobody should. Yeah, and that's the point. He's just sitting there. It was free. Oh, but I had to have certain followers. But the verification anymore protects you. It doesn't make you any more important than the next fucking person. You just have more. What do you call it?
I kind of like it because I kind of like the removal of it because it's like humbling the fucking people that are like, well, now you're gonna be asked, is this the real fucking whoever? Just eat ass.
Yep,
you're a regular person.
You're right. I just think the verified people are the ones that have they're protected. But what I mean by that is who they are is who they say they are.
So you know how tempted I am now just to pay for it for the Horny Goat Twitter just for the sake of fucking with people? No, this is a verified official like fucking account. Like this is.
Well, at this point in time,
this is a Horny Goat.
The only verified people are people paying $8 a month.
No, or anybody who has over 1 million followers.
Or
that's what the rule is.
Or if you're a public official. But then again, I did see some of those fucking taken away too. But I think it was a glitch in the fucking system.
It's called Elon Musk.
Yeah, well, what I mean is that, you know, I don't think that those that are over 1 million followers, I think that's in the thing. I would hope that it is, that if you have it, you can have it. Who cares? I don't care if you have 1 million followers or 10.
It's just so dumb. I just like, I don't know. Like, if
the thing is, I never cared either way. To be honest, I was never gonna pay $8, and I don't give a shit if people that think they're more important than everybody else get a fucking check mark because they've established themselves in some way or the other. I've seen people with in the past. I've seen people on Twitter with blue check marks that were like, "Oh, I don't know who they are," and they have like no real follower base. So why are you verified? It was like an application that was arbitrary. It seems like some of the people that applied got it, and some of the people that didn't. It's like, what's the point? I feel like the verification thing for people that are who they are should be limited to the people that actually use Twitter as a form of communication most of the time. Not fucking random people that never are on there.
The verified actually has the edit button. The regular doesn't. And I think you can tweet out 280 words or whatever.
I mean, it's pretty scumbag tactics for me. But
Twitter was just like a quick message. It wasn't these long, drawn out fucking explanations, and you only had
180. I think it was
120 because
you're gonna pay $8 to type more on Twitter. No, I'm just going to delete everything I'm typing till it makes legitimately no sense, but still gets my fucking point across.
Right.
It's just not like you're gonna pay $8 a month for like the absolute bullshit that they give you. It's such a we're gonna give you nothing. It's money off of nothing.
Exactly. I mean, frankly, yes, people are gonna spend their money the way they want to spend the money, but that comes to the point that this option for Twitter Blue is voluntary.
But they're also gonna get to that point where you look at the CEO of Twitter making nothing except for ad revenue off the ads that are on Twitter versus making there's going to be fucking like 1 million people on Twitter that pay for the fucking check mark because they're idiots. 1 million, that's $8 million revenue for doing nothing in terms of putting money in to change the fucking system. Yeah. It's wild.
I think in general, on social media, I'm not talking just Twitter, I'm just talking in general. I think the concept of like verification badges, when implemented properly, is a good thing. It's in terms of like avoiding people, like, because you have obviously your official people, your official companies, fine. Then you have people who are like social media influencers or content creators who get so popular that people can fucking scam and do all these like horse shit, like, oh, send me money, I don't have this account or whatever. Fine, like, okay, like the concept in itself right there is fine. But now it's become a goddamn circus over on Twitter to the point where it's like, I remember seeing when everything first fucking rolled out, people were like, cool, let's see if I can break this shit. And someone, I can't remember which celebrity did it, but they literally changed their profile picture and name to Elon Musk to see if they could break the system. And they kept it that way for like a month and a half or something like that before it's like, hey, they told me how to change it. It's like, then you're, I don't know. And just the whole thing's fucked. It already makes me hate social media more than I already did before all this.
Makes me want to get 10
You know what? The thing is, I'm half on board with social media becoming like everybody's verified, and yet your personal information is hidden.
Yeah.
But you have to basically, on your sign up, you have to prove who you are to sign up. Therefore, everybody has one profile, and nobody can fucking imitate anybody else.
Right.
Because, like...
Well, look what happened with that. Did you see what I shared on Facebook?
The thing is, I didn't even see that when you shared it. I saw it today, like fucking 20 minutes before we went live. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like that kind of shit needs to, like, that's really what it's preventing.
Bullshit.
Yeah, that's really what it's preventing, and I'm like, that's what needs to go. The impersonation shit that happens so often, and I don't care, like, oh, these fucking celebrities want to fucking piss their pants. Oh, somebody's impersonating me. You can be a nobody, and people will create an account in your name just to fuck with you because there's fucking scumbags all over the fucking planet.
Yep.
I liken all of these fake accounts that fake, do that shit. Liken it to prank phone calls. That's all they're fucking doing, and now you can fucking make money off of it. But that's what I liken it to, and why this is how. Well, I shouldn't say I liken it. See how it's evolved? How fucking people just fuck with people.
Well, you can fuck
Was that a
up somebody's
sentence?
life. You can fuck up somebody's life by doing that much more than a prank phone call.
Sorry,
That's what I'm saying. That's what it was, and now it's become something else.
No, I got everything that JP said, but that last sentence you just had, it was just made it sound like it was like the kid that goes, "Have you ever had a dream where you can do anything?" That's exactly what it just sounded like.
Perfectly.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man.
People will always fuck with each other, especially when there's like anonymity. When you can be anonymous, you can fucking do whatever you want.
No, you got it. It's contagious.
The word that he threw out there, or what?
Trouble he was having.
You could do anything?
No. Apparently, she thinks she can. I
farted hard enough I could fly right now.
Oh my goodness.
Take
Fuck
flight.
the blue check mark. Fuck these celebrities that are like boo-hooing. Pay the $8. You're a fucking millionaire. Eat my ass. Or don't and leave the platform. Don't like it. Not everything is a fucking stage. You drama fuck.
If you tell
Get
enough,
out of here or stay. I don't care.
If you tell enough people to eat your ass, you're not gonna have much of an ass left.
Listen, you fucktard. It is gonna be okay if you don't. If you don't have $8 a month.
Yeah, the fact that they're like living in a fucking complex and they're like, I can't believe this happened. I should be recognized on my merits.
Who was that?
Bitch, give me a Bud Light.
Arnett signed that big fucking contract and everybody got all up in arms. He's like, I gotta feed my kids. The fuck do you feed them? Fucking filet mignon and lobster every fucking day? Like, shut the fuck up, man.
What's a filet mignon lobster?
About fucking money.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what this is.
The funniest thing, and I think it's almost on purpose, that Elon Musk is like, I'm gonna get all these fucking rich retards to complain about spending $8, and that's exactly what happened. It's like, you know what? I am leaving this platform. Good, go. Nobody cared. I don't care. You're fucking Jason Alexander. The last thing I fucking cared about it was 10, 20 years ago.
I don't remember.
I've never seen a tweet from you. I don't care. I don't care about 90% of the fucking celebrities. All they tweet is like dumb shit, or they come on there with like a black and white picture singing some sort of fucking Beatles song about crying and shitting their pants, and it's just cringy as fuck.
It's
Get outta
Instagram,
here.
but yeah.
It's the same fucking thing. Honestly, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
By the way, if you want to tell us how you really feel, make sure you follow us on Twitter at the Horny Goat One and donate to us so we can get fucking.
And I'm willing, if anybody out there wants to shell out the $8, I will become verified on Twitter.
I'm honestly, I'm not kidding. I'm tempted to pay for the fucking verification for the Horny Goat Twitter. I'm not kidding.
I said it myself.
Yeah, JP was saying.
You might as well give me, guys, combined, give me $16 a month. I'll take it.
You'll be alright.
I just I want you to sell it. We're like, for $16 a month, by paying me, and that's the end of it.
You're verified in my heart. I'll send you a blue check mark that you can wear.
I say thanks. Although it's a blue check mark
medal.
it's a blue check mark Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
It means it's valued less instantly.
So it's wearing high heels.
Oh my!
Oh, I know I responded to fucking Jason Alexander. I know I did. I said it a couple of times. Here's my one tweet when it happened. I'm seeing all these celebrities who are complaining about having their blue check mark taken away. I will say this: don't like it, delete your tweet on Twitter. If you are making hundreds of thousands of dollars, and there's especially when you complain about people tweeting at you and hashtag blue check mark. That's.
I mean, the
that's
Jason Alexander thing is exactly what George Costanza would do. So I can at least get behind that.
He's just a fucking idiot. I'm gonna go to what is it? I can't even fucking remember. Some fucking platform. I went there and
MySpace.
The offshoot, which was all about like child pedophilia. After a while, like the offshoot of Twitter, when everyone's like, we're leaving Twitter to go to this and that, and it was like hugely in trouble for like child pedophilia.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I can't remember the name of the.
Yeah. Right now, do you see anybody ever talking about it? No, it's gone. It's dead.
He's the only one that mentioned it, but yeah, that guy can go piss up a fucking rope. I didn't like fucking Seinfeld, so
Piss up a rope.
I did like Seinfeld. Like George was my favorite character, but I also don't give a fuck about Jason Alexander. I can separate the character from the actor. It's fine. I don't need any. You know what? I'd be okay if Twitter fucking disabled itself tomorrow. Because
Well,
I don't get I'll find alternate means. Contact.
you could be Sasha Banks and say that she put the star in Star Wars.
Oh my
That
god!
was
are
her
you
fucking
fucking kidding me?
promo. That was her fucking promo. She lost the NJPW women's title
Shocker.
after her first defense, so she only had 2 defenses of the title, right? I caught the end of her promo, and she literally she was standing in front of the crowd with the fucking ice pack on her head saying, I put the star in Star Wars. Now, if that doesn't tell you what this woman thinks of herself, wow.
The thing is, I'm like of two minds with her because I actually don't think, like, as a person, she is like 1,000,000,000% egotistical. But there is there's a reason behind that statement. But there's also like everything I'm shown where I'm like, she is a fucking terrible piece of shit.
What?
And oh god,
What?
That's great.
What?
good one. That's a good one.
No,
The fact that her braids on her head are not the same color as her hair.
for everybody saying she put the star in Star Wars, I think she said 15 words throughout her whole fucking time there.
I mean, she could be replaced by
Anybody.
yeah.
She's an insignificant cog in the wheel of Star Wars.
I think
she is less relevant than Jar Jar Binks.
yes, and Jar Jar Binks is not even a fucking real person.
Sorry, I just thought of.
So is Yoda, and she's a forgettable character.
I just thought of.
I don't even think she's that big of a star.
I just thought of Misa had a dream, gonna make it. Push your dog out the way.
Misa put the star in Wars. Fucking okay. Like bottom line is she.
Misa NXT Women's Champion.
The press around Sasha Banks makes me fucking hate everything about her.
Agreed.
Like, in all honesty, like the press. Oh, I want to be the like. I know she's like a big wrestling fan, and I know she always like tries to pay homage to like wrestlers of the past. But she is. If I had to compare her to somebody, she's Dolph Ziggler of the women's division. Because she just can't seem to make her own character, and the one character she made is the only character that I was okay with, that the boss character in NXT. After that, terrible at everything. I saw her like that fucking shit you shared, Heather, of her playing guitar. I was like, oh my god, this is terrible. This is like cringe-worthy shit.
That was the press conference before their match where Sasha ended up losing the title. And she was literally sitting there, strumming the guitar, saying, "My you sucks, my you sucks." It's like,
you see, that type of shit.
Apparently, an icon in that.
Okay, but like that, like guitar playing shit. It might have got some people to like it in like WWE, especially in AEW. People would be like, "Oh, the best shit ever." But in New Japan, where nobody says anything and you could hear a pin drop 1,000 miles away, she's there. Yeah, thanks. I'm like, oh my god, this is fucking super cringy as shit. I'm not gonna knock her as a wrestler because I think she's very capable. I don't think she's great because I don't think she's ever grown since the first time I saw her in terms of telling a story in the ring. She definitely like tries to make the other person look good with how she takes moves, but she's injured more than she's not.
You know what Sasha Banks reminds me of? You ever heard that song, "I'm Every Woman"? That's what Sasha Banks reminds me of. She's nothing special.
No. And I mean, her going to, like, it's funny because she has, I think she has in her mind, like, this is how you become the greatest. You get into WWE, you make it to this level, and then I want to have my stint in New Japan, like the people I look up to. That's realistically what I think she's doing. And then she'll be back in AEW in like a week.
I think that's where she's going.
And she'll probably make her name there. And she's not, the thing is, she's not terrible. It's just she's nowhere near where the press says she is, or where I think she thinks she is.
Agreed. She is still very much bottom of the barrel when it comes to somewhat recognizable names on the WWE at the moment.
She's up there, but there's not that much to be up there for.
Exactly.
And Alpha is so right. This fucking bitch cries all the fucking time. She's Ric Flair in terms of crying. And she's nowhere close to Ric Flair in terms of wrestling. So, like, she'll wrestle. She'll fucking. I'm surprised if she doesn't order a Happy Meal at a fucking McDonald's and cries when they hand it to her. This is the best moment of my life. Just fucking fuck off.
No, you know what? No, she won't cry. She won't cry when she gets it. She'll.
It's beautiful.
She'll order a 4-piece chicken nugget kids Happy Meal, and then she'll open it up and she'll see there's a 5th one in there by accident. That's when she cries.
Oh my god!
Where's my guitar? I need to sing.
Oh my god!
Please see my Peter Griffin gif to see how I feel.
The thing is, like, she wanted every fucking match to be like the fucking when kayfabe broke with the fucking.
The Click.
Essentially the NWO, the Click. She wants every match to be that. Every match, she could wrestle a fucking wooden dummy and finish the match and be like, oh my god.
Kratos just said...
Guys.
Kratos just said...
I'm going to say this. So MK3 just said...
About the Kenny Omega thing?
Supposedly, she wants to wrestle Kenny Omega.
Yeah, I was about to say that,
at Forbidden Door Now, I don't know if any of this is true, so I'm just reading what he's saying. Forbidden Door 2, and listen, the only way that match is going to work is if Kenny Omega uses her like the fucking... The dummy that he fucking wrestled?
Well, he also wrestled the fucking 8-year-old girl, and she's not too far off.
I can see it. I'll put it to you like that.
The thing is,
I don't want to watch it.
I'm not a fan of intergender fucking matches. However, if you're going to do one, I could see someone like China, Beth Phoenix, Jordan Grace, whatever she's become, Natalia, even like somebody that has like some sturdiness to them. This bitch is 17 pounds soaking wet. Kenny Omega is gonna need her, and she's gonna end up going back to New Japan.
So you remember that video I showed?
Yep.
Of that fucking guy doing that fucking, I don't know what the fuck he was. He must have been a flag
with the doll or whatever
he belonged to in fucking school.
Imagine paying a wrestling ticket for wrestling and watching a man wrestle a doll.
Well, wait, I was gonna say, you remember that like viral video of like I think it was in Japan where the guy drop kicks the fucking midget that's in like the monkey suit and the fucking midget just goes absolutely flying. That's what it is.
He's gonna one-winged angel her into the fucking
one-winged angel to fucking heaven.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So he has this man, and this is what people want wrestling to be, essentially.
I don't know who these people are because it ain't me.
Me neither.
They don't buy deodorant.
It's all these 18-year-old edgelords.
They don't buy deodorant.
Somebody
I
tried
paint my nails even though I'm a 40-year-old white man. What?
Somebody tried to, arguing with me that this guy is over now because, and how many people were at his thing where he was doing the fucking river dance with the fucking dummy in the fucking ring? I mean, come on, man.
Oh, I know the dummy was shocked.
Yeah, it's just
I mean, I could see a gimmick of a guy and a dummy being like a tag team. Because that could work for a short period of time.
No, and he didn't even have the full dummy. He just
he did have a tag team match.
I mean, like you could do that nowadays, but the stint would be like
very
3
short.
months, 4 months done.
Vince did it because they damn near won the tag team titles.
But I don't want to see a man wrestle a dummy. I could get behind it with tag team tactics. I can't get behind it with just. I mean, I could wrestle a fucking dummy. How many of us wrestled fucking like? Remember those wrestler fucking T-pose?
Oh, the Wrestle Buddies,
Wrestle Buddies. I was gonna say Battle Buddies. Remember, everybody fucking wrestled those when they were a kid. Yeah, put that on TV.
I mean, I cut a hole in the back of mine. Wait, eat your ass again?
A tag teaming with a dummy. The guy tags. I can just see it perfectly now.
It could work for a short period of time.
It
like
could.
like a hurricane-like character wrestling with a dummy.
Yeah.
You're gonna see fucking Shohei Ohtani sit there and fucking twirl a dummy around for about 5 minutes.
Oh my God! The dummy pinned him. And you put the tag teams on a dummy and a person. That could work.
To the dummy. I just want everybody to point that out.
You get.
So there's that.
There's a lot you could do with that for a very short period of time. However, a man wrestling a dummy and that's it. I'm not there for it.
No.
All right, dummy, we need to sit down. We're gonna put the.
You know, it has nothing to. Yeah, then I could see.
Well, Rayshawn shared that fucking stupid shit where the guy lit his whole fucking face on fire.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he just.
Okay.
He didn't light his. He apparently doesn't know how to spit fire, and fucking took a big swig of the alcohol, and then fucking.
He swallowed some of it.
He YouTubed it. How to spit fire. Step 1. Don't.
Yeah, especially at a wrestling show where like an XPW wrestling show.
Okay.
First of all, if I was in the front row and somebody's spitting fire 2 feet away from my face and it's somebody that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing,
okay.
I'm out, man.
So I said when that was shared, I said in our group chat, I said that's why I think fire it like should not be relatively used at all in wrestling, if not very, very rare, because of the unpredictable nature of it. So like. The only time I think like a fire would be even like permissible, in my opinion, is if you did it on a table. Because if you do it if you put somebody through the table, the momentum will take most of the flame. Right, it'll take most of the flame out. Right? Have you guys heard the ECW story about the fucking flaming chair?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I may have in passing, but
Okay.
I remember that they did the table spot,
stupid.
and the flame didn't go out.
No. This is even stupider than that.
It's ECW.
This is ECW. This is to pay attention, basement.
Guys.
This is your brand.
Guys, come on. Don't hate.
I think it was Terry Funk versus Mick Foley. I'm almost certain it was that. But what?
Those are the only two craziest fucks on that show.
Are you talking
Well-
about the fucking chair that hit him in the head?
No. What happened was they had.
They're fucking. Oh yeah, I seen that where the fucking entire ring was fucking barbed
He's talking
wire.
about
Nope.
He's talking about a fire chair.
Nope. I'm talking about a fire chair. So what happened was,
Yeah.
I don't know who it was. I want to say it was Foley, although it could have been Funk, whoever the fuck. What they did was they wanted to light a chair on fire, so they taped a T-shirt, soaked it in kerosene, and lit the fucker on fire. Well, the fucking brilliance of everybody who did it didn't realize, hey, if we light this on fire, the tape that's holding the shirt together to the chair will melt. And so when he moved up to fling the chair at him, like to up over his head, the fucking shirt flew off the chair and went into the fucking crowd on fire.
So
Oh, I see. I'm looking it up right now. The true story of the ECW arena fire.
There it is. And I
I'm
love.
gonna watch it because it's like fucking 16 minutes long.
I love. There was somebody did like a brief interview about it. And someone's like, after that, Paul Heyman came out and said there will never be fire at ECW again, which lasted all of 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh God, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I don't think fire should be involved in wrestling. I saw the aftermath to that Rayshon video, and it's fucking hilarious. The guy gets like he's burning, right, and he turns.
No
around,
one helps him.
And in the camera, in the footage, you could see like the flames in his esophagus, like through his skin.
Yeah.
And somebody throws a beer at him.
Yeah.
And then they come out with a fire extinguisher after the flames are gone and just blast him in the face.
So stupid.
And it's like he's now blind and burned on the inside and covered in beer. So good job. And in the background, he hears XP dub, XP dub.
Oh yeah, here it is. According to the stunt was supposed to have a chair rebound on a hit New Jack. Cactus Jack, excuse me. In actuality, the burning towel fell off the chair and landed on Funk's back, which immediately engulfed him. Funk ran around ringside in clear distress. Some fans attempted to put him out, while others began to panic. Eventually, some ECW employees with fire extinguisher ran in, but instead of physically focusing on the area where a burning piece of towel were situated at, they merely shot their extinguishers through the ring, causing more chaos, with Funk still burning and with fans beginning to choke and cough from the extinguishers.
I
This is
hope
fucking
to replicate
great.
that moment somehow.
Suddenly, the lights from the arena were turned off. As this was meant for the crucifixion angle, this further panicked the crowd, with the majority stampeding the doors. This caused some injuries, including a man breaking his nose and another breaking his leg. Some were also burned, with one fan attempting to sue ECW for the incident, claiming he suffered burnt hands and other medical issues after trying to put out the fire, but the case was dismissed. The incident was finally resolved, with ECW owner Paul Heyman ordered the lights to be turned back on, which, when combined with the fires finally being put out, helped to fully calm matters. Holy shit, that's fucking hilarious. It's even better than I thought.
Don't ever fuck with fire, no matter who you are.
No.
Yeah.
Should leave fire alone. Kratos says there's apparently a new thing in Japan called jerk off karaoke, where you try to sing while a random woman gives you a hand job. Do you have to finish the song before you finish?
Yeah, who is it a race to beat the cock?
Just please give me like the shortest song known to mankind. I'm gonna sing "My Heart Will
Swing
Go
low.
On" by Celine Dion, and I'm done. I was watching this. There's a bunch of people watching a man get jerked off on this fucking stage.
It's Japan.
you
Of
know
course
what,
they're gonna watch.
I guess Japan.
It's Japan.
Listen,
They'll
Japan,
do
you can buy fucking like women's underwear, and
game show where you have to blow a cockroach into your opponent's mouth.
There's one thing I know about like Asians, but specifically Filipinos. They love karaoke.
Yeah.
Well,
For some
as much as these people do.
reason.
All right, you're gonna make me fucking Google this shit, aren't you? Hand job. Hold on, hand
Oh,
job.
come on. You've never seen that? I've seen it. Go to porn.
Why have you seen this? What led you to search for karaoke hand job?
Nothing quite like the name spankbang.com to really be the first. Oh, God. I'm afraid this is going to be one of those things that I shouldn't be clicking on, isn't it?
I mean, just clear it from your browser history. You'll be all right. Nobody will know.
Ah, shit. Hold on. Forgot I muted you guys by accident. Hold on. There we go. Okay, we're good. I love... Okay. They don't show the actual act because the camera cuts off, but this is really fucking This is really, really weird because...
Television show.
What the fuck?
Yes. So they don't show nudity or anything, but you know what that guy's fucking...
Basically.
You can see...
All right, hold on. Hold on.
Shit.
Hold
Oh
on.
God.
Hold on.
I'm telling you, man, this shit's great.
I don't like where this is going.
Well, too bad.
Watch this shit. This shit's great. Look, see? He's got a fucking body nurse, and she's...
The fucking ads on the right side are killing me.
There we go. There it is.
What could even be singing?
I can't for copyright reasons.
He's Japanese, so I don't know what the fuck he's doing. But I've seen this one. I've seen this one. And no, you don't even...
You've seen this one.
So you don't... It's like on YouTube. I can't say it.
I love how it comes in like a fucking game. Finished! 5-star!
It's like Super Smash Bros.
Look at that, David have a fucking girl in the bottom left corner being like, yay!
Oh my god. He's still singing.
Man, Japan is wild. It's like, bitch, I'm trying to sing.
That mask does not look safe.
Yeah, that is not a good mask. Also, what's with the hat? Yep.
Her hat or his?
Just, both are bad.
Oh my fucking god. That is fantastic.
There, we kind of had to shut the video off because. You know,
Yeah, it's okay. I just dropped it too. Oh my fucking god.
Oh my goodness, that I'm just saying, it's a real thing. That shit's been going on over there. That's the crazy shit that they do over in Japan. They actually put that shit on.
Moving to Japan.
I mean, it is an interesting way to pay karaoke. Play karaoke.
No, they're paying that karaoke.
Well, they're giving some sort of deposit.
But also, like, I don't know if I want to be jerked off on stage.
No, not when people are watching.
Performance anxiety.
I
They
mean,
did
being
show,
that...
They did show, like...
Why you no get finished?
Because your mask is poking me.
It's the game. The game is about how far you can get without fucking up while you're getting hand job.
Yeah, you want to try that again with a dead serious face?
God damn. This is a weird fucking... What is up, Japan?
Everything.
Talk to me. Well, only for a certain amount of time.
Yeah,
Finish.
They do have that over there.
I feel like you could apply this to anything. Like playing a game while getting jerked off.
Oh, yeah.
All right, you landed on Boardwalk. You owe me $500. Do not play.
Some of them, it's whoever finishes first loses.
Well, the woman's not gonna finish first. She's not doing anything. She's just jerking.
Yeah, but that.
I feel like the only I feel like the only board game this would be appropriate with would be the game Sorry.
Oh God, sorry. Where's the towels?
Well, actually, the one who blows first, because it is based on the woman, But you know what I'm saying. Just throwing it out there.
Finish.
I don't think I ever want to.
All kinds
I can't imagine a situation in my life where I'd be singing while getting a hand job, and now.
Because I'd be very quiet. I'd be like, swing the.
Is that a challenge?
What the what? Why did you? Okay, that you sounded a little way too excited and into that for that like challenge accepted. Like I'm not standing on stage with you.
I mean, what song would you sing while getting jerked off?
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. We can make it. And I'm done.
That's great.
To wanna be an American idiot.
Oh, God. Okay, Green Day involved.
Oh God, there's a lot of them. Oh, wait, fucking Freebirds or
I'm
something.
sorry. Oh God.
Oh, there's so. Oh God, there's so many good ones.
National anthem.
Oh,
Patriotic
say, can you see by the dawn's early, almost there.
Oh. That's perfect.
Have you guys ever done the AI storytelling?
Oh, thank you for Thank you for reminding me about this. I think I brought this up a couple of streams ago. Hold on, let me see if I can find it here. So we were talking about the whole AI writing thing, and I brought this up that this is an old post, but this is from years ago where basically an AI wrote a Batman movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was starting to read this a little bit on one of the streams, and I just love how this goes. So it says, I forced a bot to watch over 1,000 hours of Batman movies and then asked to write a movie of its own, and here's the first page. Batman stands next to his Batmobile and uses his Batcomputer. He's sometimes Bruce Wayne, sometimes Batman, all times orphan.
That's true.
Batman, this is now a safe city. I have punched a penguin into prison. Alfred, Batman's loyal battler, carries a tray of goth ham. Alfred, eat a dinner, mattress Wayne. An explosion explodes. The Joker and Two-Face enter the cave. Joker is a clown, but insane. Two-Face is a man, but attorney. Batman, no, it is Two-Face and One-Face. They hate me for being a bat. Okay, wait, it gets so much better.
I'm actually fucking dying because
I'm only on the
brought
first.
a plate of goth ham.
Yep. Oh yeah. Yep.
Two-Face, but attorney.
Yep. But attorney.
He's
Two-Face
a
is.
man, but attorney.
Yep.
It's like, okay.
Batman. No, it is Two-Face and One-Face. They hate me for being a bat. Batman throws Alfred at Two-Face. Two-Face flips Alfred like a coin. Alfred lands heads up, which means Two-Face goes home. Wait. Batman throws Alfred at Two-Face. Two-Face flips Alfred like a coin. Alfred lands heads up, which means Two-Face goes home.
Yep, that sounds right.
Batman, it is just you and I, the Joker. Bat versus clown, moral enemies. The Joker, I am such a freak. Society is bad. You drink water. I drink anarchy. Batman.
Acceptable.
Batman, I drink bats just like a bat would.
Okay, well that's not right.
Batman looks around for his parents, but they are still dead. This makes him have anger. He fires a bat rocket. The Joker deflects it with
anger.
He fires a bat rocket. The Joker deflects it with his sick sense of humor, a clownly power. The Joker, I have never followed a rule. That is my rule. Do you follow? I don't.
Wait, what? You are following a rule then, my man.
Joker, it says, I have never followed a rule. That is my rule. Do you follow? I don't. Batman, Alfred.
Do I?
Alfred, give birth to Robin. Alfred begins the process since it is his job. The Joker now has a present in his hand. He juggles it over to Batman. Happy Bat Day, Birth Man. Batman opens the present since he is a good guy. It contains a coupon for new parents, but it is expired. The Joker is a joke.
Okay. Alfred starts giving birth to Robin.
Yep.
And then he calls Batman Birthman.
The Joker.
And then honestly, like the I could actually see the coupon for new parents in something like legitimate. And it's expired. Oh no!
I could love it.
Trying to tell a story though. You see how far
this
it goes?
story is fucking fire, man. I'd watch this movie 100%.
Oh man, it's so good.
Face shows up, fucking flips Alfred. I gotta go. I'm out.
I love the flips Alfred heads up, which means Two-Face must go home.
Alfred in 2 seconds gets pregnant, births a fucking 17-year-old fucking in a suit.
Oh man, so there's actually I think a ton of these. Let me see, because I think this guy did a bunch of these things with Oh my god. Let me see if I can find the list. There's a bunch of, but yes, I've seen a bunch of AI stuff, and it's interesting how crazy AI has gotten, as you just heard, both good and bad. Let's see.
Can't wait till they rule us. Therefore, I will wake up and birth a fucking 17-year-old.
What? No,
What?
you're good. Keep going.
I'm trying
What?
to find Rights movie.
What?
Hold on.
So I have my story that I put in there, and I had
The fucking Sally Magoo fucking ET
Yeah.
shit.
finger banging Sally Magoo was an alien species. If y'all know Sally
Oh
Magoo,
god, yeah.
the first alien to ever land on Earth. Its body was covered in tiny, sharp teeth. It's an it now. Each tooth was about the size of a human's thumb, and each tooth had been made to fit in the palm of your hand. The aliens, I learned, had come from planet Zeta Reticulata, a planet that was the home of the intelligent species that called the giant ants. Giant ant species were the largest of their kind, larger than all others. I'm just saying, these aliens had taken a long time to evolve. A few of them had even been around 1,000 years when they arrived. The bodies were covered with a thick coat of scales. Each side scale about 1/4 of an inch long and about 1 inch wide. In the middle of these was one of the 2 large round eyes. Now we know where this story's going. One that had the appearance of being small, and the other was like a large eye with one eye.
It's like the description of the species is fucking retarded, man. Giant ants with their midsection having 1 small eye and 1 massive eye.
These were their eyes. One of its arms
This is
was long and curved like it had 2 fingers, like the fingers of one hand, while it used the second one to grasp things with,
it's the
making
fingering hand.
right?
That's the fingering hand. You ever see Total Recall? And at some point in time, you know the black guy in Total Recall who's like part of their the friends group, and then he reveals his hands. He's like, "I'm an alien too." That's the hand I saw. It was basically like
Yep.
the fucking the 2 bones in your forearm just turned into 2 fingers. That's Sally Magoo,
So
a fingering beast.
I just found Canva has a AI thing. I'm sorry, JP. Did you finish yours?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just found an AI a story generator on Canva that's free. So I have it pulled up right now. So use 5 or more words to describe what this thing should write about.
Let's use something that's kind of popular.
You want me to give you 5 words?
Or more to describe what this thing should write about.
My word is big.
Okay.
My word is odiferous.
Okay, come on.
I don't know.
You gotta choose a word that it's.
All right. Well, no.
Used heavily.
Just describe. All right. Someone give me something to describe what this thing should write about.
I don't know what thing.
The AI.
Alien life of a fly.
Alien life of a what?
Fly.
What the fuck?
All right. Let's try this out.
Yeah, I was gonna say transgender Hitler.
Oh, that might actually not be a bad idea.
Dylan Mulcahy, or whatever her fucking name is.
The topic of the possibility of existence of alien life in the form of a fly. While there is currently no evidence of such existence, some scientists believe that it is possible for life to exist in various forms and environments beyond what we are familiar with on Earth. However, until there is concrete evidence, the existence of alien life form in the form of a fly remains a topic of speculation and imagination. Hold on. Let me see if it...
Hey, that was pretty good description. That's the long way of saying don't do it.
Go with transgender Hitler.
Yeah, let me
that hates dogs.
Okay, let me try this then.
What?
Yep.
I don't know.
No, I like that. All right, let me see. Transgender Hitler
There's been no evidence.
that hates dogs.
Well, there are several pieces of evidence that transgender Hitler existed.
There has been nothing proven.
It says this topic may not be intended for the AI program. Try another topic.
See, told you. It's kind of right.
Is it transgender or Hitler?
Hitler.
All right, let's try German instead of Hitler. Nope.
Let's do what's his face? Tiger Woods beating his wife.
Jesus. Beats his wife and hates dogs.
How many words can you include?
As many as you want.
Oh shit! Okay, so
it says, I'm sorry, but I cannot generate inappropriate or harmful content. It is not appropriate to make baseless fucking.
Tiger Woods is the Black Power Ranger fighting against hate-filled women.
Oh, this should be good. God damn it! Still not letting me do it. All right, hold on.
Fighting against people.
I'm just gonna put Tiger Woods as the Black Power Ranger and see what it gets me.
All right, let's see what happens.
What the fuck? Come on. There's no factual basis to support the claim that Tiger Woods is the Black Power Ranger. The Black Power Ranger is a fictional character from Power Rangers. Okay.
Is.
Okay, come on.
This is anybody could be.
All right, let's let me think. All right, so let's be more
Oprah Winfrey.
There we go.
Eats her contestants. Or eats her audience.
Something indisputable video
evidence. I'm gonna try Oprah Winfrey eats her breakfast.
That's better. You might. That's gonna.
What the fuck? It just says noted. Is there anything else you'd like me to assist you with? Fuck off.
Okay, this fucking thing is broken.
Okay, hold on. Let's find AI story writing generator.
But while you look for that, there is a point of contention that me and JP have talked about. What do you think about the Undertaker versus Commander spot?
Oh my god.
Okay, so let me hold on.
So the Commander spot is him doing basically the same thing as Old School.
Yep.
Until he jumps up and down on the middle rope and the top rope like 5 times, and then he delivers whatever the move is. Whatever he does.
He's doing a river dance on the ropes.
So people are up in arms about like, oh, everybody's okay with the Undertaker Old School, while people are chastising the Commander versus Jay White match for that moment.
I think that's apples and oranges.
I would agree. I would agree.
To be very honest with you, I think it's apples and oranges because you have to think about what the impact of the move really is, right? Like one thing that I if you really want to get like really into like psychology, one person who did shoot interviews and is really underrated at as much as he gets joked about, who knows what the fuck he's talking about, is Al Snow. And Snow did this great like 5-minute rant about how he was one of the first people that worked with Brock when he first showed up, right? And Brock would like hit him, but he would like, fucker, like, wait a minute, let me sell what you just did to me. And he criticized people where it's like, you hit them to knock them down just to pick them back up and hit them again. And it's like, well, fucking, like, that doesn't make any sense. So the reason I bring that up is because like Taker's Old School thing is a 7-foot like demon like dead man walking a tightrope, which a guy his size shouldn't be able to do. That's kind of the point of the move, right? Whereas Commander Spot, I'm not saying Commander Spot isn't cool, but it's like,
why are you doing the whole act first act of the river dance on the road
They
before attacking your opponent.
Well, they serve different purposes, right? Like that's more of a flashy show off thing where Taker's
more of a showcase of himself.
Yes, where Taker's is a little bit more.
Well, they're both showcases of themselves, but
Taker's is
I
more
agree
subdued.
with you 100%, Connor.
Yeah, that's the way I feel.
I think when it comes to Taker's spot, it's more of like a spectacle than it is somebody that is a dime a dozen doing something that is an athletic feat. Don't get me wrong. It's just like it's been done by so many people that look the exact same as him, and it also hurts. Like the thing is with Undertaker's matches, Undertaker exists in a realm of like suspended disbelief.
Mm-hmm.
The character requires it, right? So a lot of people are like, "Oh, okay, this just adds to that spectacle." Where with Commander, he's just another guy in a mask doing a bunch of flippy shit.
Correct. Here's the problem. I mean, the only problem that I would say, I would say this. I don't like it when the Undertaker did the spot because he did it.
I wasn't a huge fan of the old school shit either.
It happened.
It didn't.
You
It
see
doesn't
it
fit
every
his
week.
character.
You've seen it. You see it every week. You remember how you make a move special? That art has been forgotten. Like the old school, like seeing it in moments, yes. But why do you got to fucking do it every fucking week? That's the problem that I had with the Undertakers. I don't hate it.
Well, the Undertaker was
The
very
whole
much
thing
a
is,
5 moves a doom guy.
I've got to sit here. I've got to suspend disbelief for. I don't give a fuck who it is. I've got to watch a guy walk across the line. Imagine me being in that hole. If it was me, I would never, and I had some pull, I would never book that fucking match. I would never book that spot. It takes too fucking long. The problem is the fucking wrestler, and I'm just waiting for one of these days, one of these guys to not fucking, like, we bitch about the guy that does the moonsault off the fucking rope and everybody's standing there waiting for him. Same fucking thing. I fucking hate it. I think it's.
I hate that. Like,
time.
I mean, when it comes to Undertaker doing the old school move, yes, I'm suspending disbelief, but I'm also looking at him facing an opponent much smaller than him most of the time. So, like, I can kind of accept the fact that he's forcing them to do something they don't want to do. When it's like the Commander spot, and also like the Commander spot is basically. It's the Undertaker spot with jazz put into it, and I just fucking hate it because I hate unnecessary move in wrestling. I hate unnecessary fucking movement because it makes no sense storyline wise. Why are you gonna put energy into something that doesn't need to be done? You fucking river dancing on the ropes doesn't make the move more impactful.
Oh.
And anything that ever like in wrestling, the shit, unless you're like showboating, the unneeded shit is the shit I hate the most.
I agree.
It's that and the big spots. If they were used seldom, I can live with it. But the fact that like you can't go through a month of wrestling without watching like 18 people congregate to like somebody jumping on them.
Yeah, I just so I again, I don't mind seeing it, but not all the fucking time. Everybody fucking does that shit now. Especially the Lucha Libras. They're the ones that are fucking doing that shit.
Well, I mean,
they're doing those that can do it, but you see it most prominently with the Lucha Libre, where they're doing that. I'm gonna fucking river dance on the fucking rope and then fucking do a 5-star frog splash plancha.
That's kind of their style, though. Not.
And I'm okay.
I get like the Lucha Libre, but the problem is it's not just the Lucha Libre.
Yeah,
it's every fucking wrestler under the sun now doing 18 flips before they want to DDT somebody.
Hey, since we're on the rant train about what it's funny. I pulled up this GIF and this just reminded me of something that I've had the problem with this ever since this particular match. Is it just me, or ever since this match, which is, for those of you who can't see it on the audio, it's Taker and Shawn from WrestleMania 25. everyone and their mother kicks out of finishes now.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's always been an annoyance for me. I always felt like a bunch of wrestlers have like their signature moveset. And so you look at like Sami Zayn
Blue
or
Thunder Bomb.
even
No one, he's never pinned anybody with the Blue Thunder Bomb.
You look at Happy Corbin. Those moves should finish people just to throw the audience off. The fact that they went the opposite direction is like even the finisher won't finish somebody. You have to do it 18 fucking times. It's like
well,
it's just gone. It's gone too far in the opposite direction. I think you could have a healthy dose of finishing people without doing your finisher, and finishing people with doing your finisher, and in matches that require it, finishing people doing your finisher.
It depends on the context, I think, too, of the finish and the story you're telling in the ring. Like, for example, Sean does Sweet Chin Music rapid, quick, like up close, like a quick snap and bam, versus the drawn out, like tuning up the band.
That I agree with. The one thing I don't like is you look at like the history of the Brock Lesnar matches, where it's just, or John Cena, where it's 18 fucking finishers and then the match ends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that shit, man. Where it's like, oh, I'm gonna do an F5, and it's not like this, because Shawn Michaels doing a super kick in desperation is different than him
tuning up the
landing
band.
a super kick.
Yeah.
Where like an F5 planned, and then an F5 planned, and then an F5 planned, and then an F5 planned. Eventually, you just fucking get creatively broke with trying to do the same thing over and over and over again.
Yep. Nope. So I'm gonna say this, and I was watching Mid-Atlantic Wrestling last night, and the Great Kabuki. You know what his finisher was? His finisher was he jumped off the second rope and just punched the guy in the gut.
That's terrible.
I agree.
Well,
now, here's why I say what I say. Back in the 80s, I think it was the fact that, well, if you told the story right, the Great Kabuki had hands of stone, you know, and I don't know if they did this, but they had, like, he had hands of stone, and he knows 7 of the, you know, he's a ninja, he's a fucking kung fu master, and all this shit. I could see that punch working. But, yeah, it was, my point is,
yeah,
those can be sold if there's a story that goes along with it. What is the significance of what story are you telling me by jumping off doing a river dance on a fucking goddamn rope? I just
well, that's why I think that's why. So to your point, and I agree with you. The first part is I think Taker's has more weight to it, no pun intended, because the intention is that he is putting more power behind the arm, the wrist wrench and the shoulder wrench, and then coming up top and putting in even more weight and like coming down on you, because he only takes 2 or 3 steps. He doesn't go fucking boingity 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 boingity.
Yeah, so I mean, I can understand the whole wrenching on his arm.
It's also a guy that's 6'9" versus a guy that's 5'10".
Yeah,
but whatever matters.
With the one where it's different, and I do agree with this, is the guy is doing the same thing that the Undertaker is doing, but he's doing it for 20 seconds longer, and he's not doing anything of significance to you except doing a river dance on the ropes, and then he's going to jump off, and then he's going to fucking powerbomb himself, because that's exactly
but like, okay, so here's the same fucking question. Oh, I'm gonna watch The Undertaker deliver a chokeslam. First, I'm gonna watch a guy that's 5'10" do a chokeslam. Why does one work and one doesn't? Stature.
Yeah.
Right? It's spectacle. There is like, the thing is, like, a lot of what The Undertaker does is part of the character that he's built. Yeah. Commander, sure, his fucking up and down, up and down, up and down is part of his character. The thing is, it doesn't. People are going to be upset when you showcase a new talent, and you kind of make it a fucking Riverdance-esque fucking weird shit. Nobody knew who the fuck. I never knew Commander existed before this fucking thing even happened.
You did,
Nope.
Aziz.
So, no, I hate you.
Sami Zayn.
I don't remember that. Anyway.
But to JP's point too about the finishers, think of how simplistic finishers used to be back then too. Hogan had the leg
drop.
Hogan had the leg drop. Warrior had the splash. Macho Man had the elbow drop. Jake Snake had DDT. The Von Erichs had the claw. So like you can make simple finishers. Oh, I mean shit. The fucking RKO and the cutter are just like neck breakers, just modified. So
Yeah, but the RKO has been like expanded to what potentially the furthest you can go with that move.
well, it's one of my favorites. But my point is that
But
even
you know what I mean. Even
Yeah.
the DDT got like extra treatment when it was like double arm or executioner.
but
They're just done slightly differently.
yeah, but the point stands is that like their simplistic finishers can be powerful if you just protect them the right way and implement them the right way.
That was one thing I wanted to say is like the protection of moves industry wide needs to happen.
Dead.
Because like the fact that everybody and their fucking grandma will super kick anybody.
You know,
It
yeah, no
killed
shit.
the move for me.
You know who I actually, and I there might be getting an eye roll here, but you know who I actually loved their finisher because it was simple and it was easy and you knew that somebody was going to come along and counter it, and when they did counter it was a big fucking deal, was fucking Chris Masters when he had the master lock. It's just a full Nelson.
Lock.
That's it.
Yeah, it's full Nelson. But it worked because his physique made it make sense.
Yeah.
And
That
the
kinda
way
shit
that
I
they
loved.
Kind of like protected it. Yeah. So you can do that easily. You can do that with a fucking regular DDT. The only thing is, and like how many people were doing a fucking full Nelson lock? Nobody.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, even if it's a simple move or maneuver to do, like, gatekeep that shit. Because the more people do it, the worse it becomes. And the super kick is like the perfect example.
Yes.
Well, now it's
The super
becoming-
kick might as well be a punch to the face at this
Now
point.
it's becoming the Spanish Fly or the Canadian Destroyer.
Everybody's doing
The
it.
Canadian Destroyer was ruined because it looks good and it pops the fan base until everybody does it, and then,
Yeah.
but like the precedent you set is that kind of athletic maneuver instead of a DDT, which everybody can do. Now you're expecting like the baseline to be everybody can do a Canadian Destroyer because everybody's doing it.
Yep.
So you set this precedent of athleticism that you always like are one-upping something that happened in the past, where you get to a point where you can't one-up, and everything, even though you're fucking dying on the fucking mat, and every weapon is used, all the explosives, and people are like, oh, well,
Fucking
that was an okay match.
Fucking Scott D'Amore, who's like the head of Impact right now, fucking did one. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
So I DDT, like I think Basement said it, but DDT super kick, the DDT
Spears.
should have never been on. You gotta hold on to that hold. That was that when Jake the Snake did it, and then it legitimized it, and then Mankind was doing it, and he was beating people with it. Now everybody does a fucking DDT, and it's just like
I feel like a DDT, like
Jake's was best.
the DDT has essentially become a fucking
Wrist lock.
yeah, I feel like the DDT in general should be, if it's gonna be part of a wrestler's arsenal, it should be a signature move like Randy Orton's rope DDT, like use it, like innovate and make it like special in some way, because the only moves you should be doing that everybody's doing are rest holds, clotheslines, fucking those holds, those boot beat downs, like
Strangle
the
whores?
generic wrestling moves.
Yeah,
the strangle whore.
Yep.
Mhm.
we know where Basement's brain's at.
Yeah.
Jonathan Majors. Me and him are roommates.
Karaoke. I was gonna say. Speaking of whores, this fucking bitch who broke up with her fiance.
Oh yeah.
This I read the whole story and I was still like I was in the same boat as Connor where it's like I'm gonna read this story because I think there's gonna be like that swerve that makes this make sense.
Yeah.
So basically this woman was she got into a relationship with a guy, she became the fiance, and then he was out of the blue diagnosed with brain cancer.
A very rare brain cancer.
Very rare brain cancer, and the whole fucking article is written from her point of view, where she's like, he got diagnosed with this brain cancer, and I started to have trouble dealing with the situation, basically, to the point that she left his fucking ass 2 weeks after he came in of like life or death surgery. And she was like, okay, I can't do this, so I'm breaking up with you. I'm gone. Like 2 weeks after fucking life or death surgery.
We were in the same boat of like, we're like, okay, like, is there more to it? Like, is there more like to like did he say something and like I'm gonna let you go because of guilt or like, nope, she's a cunt.
The reason she left is she couldn't deal with the stress that comes with somebody becoming ill. And she wasn't fucking loyal enough to stick around for him potentially recovering. The fucked up thing is like the article was like pushed as some sort of like triumphant shit. Why would you even publish this? Why would anybody publish this? And then at the end she's like, we're still friends and I am running in a marathon.
He's dead.
No, he's alive, isn't he?
No, he's dead.
He died? I thought
she's friends with the family.
Yeah, no, I think he's alive.
No, I'm pretty sure he's dead.
From what I read, he was alive.
Okay, hold on.
She's running. They're friends, and she's running in a marathon to raise awareness for brain cancer.
I love how my auto search "woman leaves brain cancer fiance" just filled right in.
I'm pretty sure he's alive. I could have
sworn.
Recovering. And like part of his face is paralyzed, but it's like
bullet eye.
The thing is like
that was from the hand job she was giving him.
So the thing is with this, it's like I understand like sticking with somebody through something like very intense is very difficult to do. But I think like what you need to do is be like, if it's not easy for me, it's super difficult for the person I'm with. And am I going to be part of their support system, or am I going to be like, this life ain't for me, I'm gonna go fuck a guy that doesn't have brain cancer?
I apologize. You are right, Basement. I could have sworn up and down that I thought I read a line that says like, I'm running in his memory or something like that. That's why I thought he was dead.
The last thing I would be with his friends with this bitch. The first thing I would do is make an article. This fucking bitch left me when I got brain cancer.
That's the part I was gonna say too. Is that just like, you know what I think would be a great idea and really help me connect with people and have people understand my situation is if I write this story. I really want to know who the fuck convinced her to write this.
Well, the funny part is,
I'm a smart, independent, strong woman.
She is trying to be the hero that she really never was.
You know what? I bet.
Even in the article, she's like, if I heard somebody left somebody, they never really recover from that statement. She's like, if I heard somebody left somebody, I would think the worst of them. Anyways, I left him. What? What are you trying? First of all, fuck you. Second of all,
I just realized
fuck him, because if you recover, the first thing I'm doing is fucking killing that woman.
I just realized that probably the person, I bet you it was the fiance who suggested that she write the article either out of revenge or because, the brain damage.
She's like, well, once I learned the diagnosis and it was bad, and they could say he has like partial paralysis and brain damage, I was like, I'm out.
Like, okay, let me.
It wasn't like I just met this person 2 weeks ago. She was in a fucking relationship with him for years.
Yeah.
I'm out, you bitch.
I was having panic attacks and was on so much medication to sort myself out. I just couldn't function.
I don't care. He had brain cancer. You had panic attacks, you fucking bitch.
Oh, they were also buying a house, and then they just, that was done.
Yeah, I can't buy a house with a guy that has brain cancer. Time to leave. I'll run for you, though. That shit just angered the fuck out of me. Honestly, she's like, don't worry. You might have lived through brain cancer, and I might have left you in the heat of the moment, but I will take a run for an hour.
I think it's very symbolic of that she's running away from everything.
Well, this fucking bitch. I hope she gets brain cancer and everybody.
Okay, look, I'm gonna say something that's a little fucked up here. So here we go, and JP's in great spirits. This is great.
I wouldn't say that in the great spirits. Anything else you like to say, Mason?
I was gonna say would it be tough in that? JP's just off the camera now. Okay, you good?
I'm sorry.
You
Yeah.
good? I can't imagine going through that. I don't want to imagine ever going through that with my missus or anybody to ever experience that. And on a human level, would it be like tempting me like, fuck this, I'm out? Of course. Everyone would be like, oh, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. Like
but then you're a pile of shit.
I was about to say. However, there's you know what? That I can't top any way to fucking to top that. That's exactly perfect.
I mean, the thing is, like, yeah, you're gonna be hit hard by life. You're gonna be hit hard by life for yourself, but it's worse when it's someone else. I get that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you either fucking.
My sympathy only goes so far for her, and I love a Rouge.
I have no sympathy for her. Like,
yeah, I have.
I get. This situation sucks.
Aru just said she needs to take a running jump.
The way that I look at this is like, I think, okay, so if you're like, say you're a new couple and your kid ends up with like quadriplegic or something terrible, right? That is like a sentence.
It is.
Right?
Grammatically, yes.
Hey. No, but it's basically, you know what I mean. It's a fucking sentence.
Yeah.
The thing is, she didn't know the sentence, and she was like, any sentence I can't handle.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I'm having panic attacks. It's like, if I was in the corner, I'd be like, yes, I have brain cancer. I'm having panic attacks. I have brain cancer. I can't deal with your problems. I gotta go run.
Yeah, I have a headache.
Like, Jesus fucking. It's like it came to a point where any movement he did, he threw up, and I realized this is the life I wanted. What the fuck? This is the type of business you were like. I had 7 kids and realized I didn't want to be a mother, so I started running.
There's a great. Wait. There's a great. You ever seen was it Cyanide Happiness or Happiness Cyanide? You ever seen those cartoons?
Yes.
Okay, there's one where I love it, and it's a couple. It's a man and woman, and they're sitting together. They're on the couch or whatever, and the husband just goes, "Do you want to have kids?" And she's like, "Whoa, where'd this come from?" He's like, "Well, no, just think about it. Like, I don't want to rush into anything. I just don't want to, it's a big decision, blah blah." And they're like, "All right, fine, we won't have kids." I think they go back and forth for like 5 minutes. Like, "All right, I think it's decided. We won't have kids." Okay. And then he just turns and the camera pans back and their kids are in the living room. Goes, "All right, you fuckers, get the fuck out of here!" And they kicks them out.
Yeah.
I feel like that's exactly what this is.
I feel like with this, okay, so with this, if it was like, oh, I met him a month ago, or I met him a year ago, but they were fiance, they were scheduled to get married.
They're still getting a house, yeah,
and
too.
that's like, I'm gonna make the vow to be with you forever, and I've accepted the idea to do so.
And I'll be right back.
Yeah.
No, but I will be back.
Picture walk.
Yeah.
Somebody asked a question. Connor asked a question. Who convinced her to write this? I'm willing to bet if he has sisters, they're the ones who told her to write this. Because you know what? Any person who might think about being involved with her finds this article and they're like, nope, sorry, you're out, I'm out.
Not the funniest. The worst part is, okay, it's written from her perspective, where the real fucking victim is the guy with brain cancer that survived and went forward. And it ended with the fucking donate to my run for brain cancer. I would rather donate to the fucking. She shows this picture of this guy with one black eye all fucked up, and it's like, I'd rather donate to that than your fucking. The beginning of this, you had the fucking the thumbnail up, and JP's like, "Who's the man behind the goat?" I'm like, "I ain't no man, baby." That's this fucking bitch that left him and decided to write an article about. Honestly, if I could chainsaw anybody alive, that probably I'd go for her.
I mean, it's beautiful. I don't know. I mean, this
JP,
woman...
you get brain cancer, and I'm gonna stop talking to you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna write. Not only that, I'll write an article about how I had anxiety.
And then
while you were dying of brain cancer, I had anxiety and I couldn't deal. Therefore, that's the article, and I'll do a run for you.
I appreciate that. I really do.
Sponsor me at this link here.
Well, yes, I think it sucks. I do. I think it sucks that she did that.
I think it sucks the fact that she made the fucking $10,000 that she wanted to make.
Yeah.
Because it's under the weird thing is it's under like it's her, but it's going to the charity. But fuck her.
It's just one of these. I'm gonna tell on myself, but I'm gonna do it in a nice way because I'm a fucking demon whore from fucking.
I'm gonna make everybody believe that we're still friends because I'm becoming an influencer now with this article that I'm printing.
Yeah, that's
my blog and my daily written journal. That's gonna be all online. You can follow it here at this link now.
The thing is, I can't believe this made news that I would see, because the actual story isn't the story that's being told. The story that's being told is like, man, I lived beside a house where everybody died, and now I have anxiety and PTSD. I'm going to run for the dead kids. Don't worry about them. But here's my picture. Yes, I look like a man. Pay me. I mean, pay the charity.
Right.
Fucking horseshit.
Like
what a piggyback fucking bitch. Honestly, like if somebody's like today's day and age, someone's like, we can put anybody in front of you, you can slap the fucking shit out of him. Give me her. I will hit her so hard that Johnathan Major's fucking publicist will leave me.
I want to see if there's like comments on the articles.
There might be. It might be one of those things.
Just to see what people like. I want to find the one that says like,
for
she's so brave.
Yahoo News, which doesn't show comments anymore because all the comments were like, "Fuck you! This is fake news. You're full of shit." And it's like, well, just because the comments were hateful, we can't post them. It's like that is called fucking controlling.
Yeah.
It's like that Family Guy joke. Oh, does that make me a bad person? Yes, it does make you a bad person.
Like the fact that she actually asked that in the article, where the answer is obviously yes. You are a piece of shit. I don't care. You could run 1 trillion miles. You could run from here to fucking the moon, and that wouldn't fix you. Fucking garbage. Hope she burns in hell.
Agreed, 100%.
It's almost like the Dr. Seuss. You heard about the Dr. Seuss story, right?
What, that they're banning the books?
No, he left his wife when she was like diagnosed.
I hope he left his wife in a fucking Dr. Seussian way. And I think you're telling like a dad joke, and I don't want to hear it.
No. I shit you not. This is not a. He left.
Who's it and what's it? And I'm gone.
No, he left his he left his wife when she was like diagnosed with like cancer or something like that.
Really? I did not know that.
I think she moved to Whoville.
You made the dad joke, motherfucker.
Here it is. Instead of standing by his wife's side during the excruciating times, Dr. Seuss began an affair, proudly revealing it to the public and his sick wife. The cruel infidelity broke his wife completely, who instead of dying slowly, holy shit, instead of dying slowly, the cancer chose to take her own life. Jesus Christ!
That's, is he an actual doctor?
No.
Maybe like Kevorkian, but no, I don't know.
The thing is, I can there's things like even like in this other fucking situation, there's things I can understand. It depends on like the
I did cheat on my wife, then she decided to take her life. I'm sorry.
No, but there's these are green eggs and ham. I ate them on my wife's coffin. No,
He decided to do her on a boat. Welcome, join us on Horny Goat.
The thing is, like, it's such a situation where nobody knows what to really do. That I kind of understand people being like, I'm so fucked up. I don't know. In all honesty, like, when something like that happens and it hits you like emotionally in a way that you can't process, people are apt to do some weird fucking shit because you're kind of crazy. Your life is so turned upside down that you become unpredictable in a certain way. So I can kind of get you in both situations, but like, I still think everybody should be judged for what they end up doing. And that is some fucking bullshit. Dr. Seuss, well, I guess I'm kind of glad they banned his books.
Not all of them, just the ones that were deemed racist.
Yeah. What about the ones where...
I don't blame her for leaving. I blame her for making it public in a way that makes her sound so inconceivable.
This is like very much social media driven.
Yes, it is. I mean,
and I think I don't know why you would. The thing is, if I was in her situation, I did what she did, I would never want to tell anybody in the world because I would feel so ashamed and terrible about the person I am. And she's like, even in the writing, she's like, well, I feel like I'm a piece of shit, but I'm going to publicize this. You are a piece of shit.
I can't. I wish I was there when she like writes it down and like she's like about to hit like publish, and she's like, they'll finally understand.
You might see it. You might see a 2-hour special event on ABC sometime with that fucking exact story.
See, I feel if she had changed the language and if she was a somewhat up and coming influencer.
The girl without a brain.
Change the wording to be, some of you have been asking about so-and-so. He has this issue. I needed to take some time away to figure out how I can handle this better. You know, if she changed it to something
that's terrible.
That would have been less harsh than, well, he just got out of surgery for this brain cancer and I'm going to leave him.
There's no silver lining in this thing at all. I've been shot in the head.
I'm still alive, and I need my loved ones around me. She's like, well, I need my minute.
I need the bullet back.
While you suffer on the floor, hardly breathing, I am going to write an article about how I can't deal with what's happening to you.
I accidentally shot my husband while I was making dinner. I'm like, oh my God, but about that sandwich.
And here's how I made it. It was 3 slices of
turns into a fucking
ham.
Recipe book.
Like, what a fucking bitch, honestly. Like, if
Holy
anybody's around her, if I was
God.
her family, and if I was her fucking brother, I would slap her in the face and be like, you are a terrible person. And
Why?
I will go hang out with your fucking brain cancer fucking husband while you go around gallivanting like a fucking dumb shit.
So again,
writing articles and running miles. Nobody cares. You know what would be better for the fucking guy dying of brain cancer? You being there versus running fucking 18 fucking kilometers to raise awareness. Raise awareness of what? The guy's gonna be fucking dead. You dumb bitch.
Just wearing a sign. I'm raising awareness of how much of a dumb cunt I am.
Honestly, like, fucking Christ. I hope she gets brain cancer. I hope she gets it right now. And she's like, oh my God, why aren't you with me? Oh, well, I get it. Anxiety. Fucking piece of shit.
Should be the first one to write an article. You won't believe what my new boyfriend did. He left me, and you can't imagine why.
And my old boyfriend's not talking to me. Poor me. But my old boyfriend said he's gonna run 10K to raise awareness for me being a bitch. Honestly, I feel like if somebody was to go out there and like after something terrible, like if this guy recovered from brain cancer, and is like, I'm gonna run 10K, and I'm raising awareness for her being a bitch, and I'm asking for 50K, he could run 10K and get 50K for her being a bitch. I would give him money. I don't care if he even fucking runs it. Fuck that bitch.
Runs it, but
Runs him a rascal.
I just can't stand it. That was terrible. It's one of the worst.
Yeah, it is. You know, I mean, it's the way people are in society today. They're a bunch of fucking morons.
Everybody's terrible.
Just that, a lot of them just run away from their responsibilities and don't take accountability for anything that they do or
they don't feel they should have to take accountability for anything. That's the problem. People don't take accountability for anything that they do anymore. Jesus. I mean, that's what it all boils down to. It's like, it's okay, sweetheart. We trust you. We believe you. You meant it in the nicest way possible. No. Now why don't you go fucking stand on the fucking ledge?
I think
and do a free fall dive into fucking sand.
I need to go now. My planet needs me.
It's going the wrong way.
Oh my god.
Enter to hell.
First class trip. What else we got?
The other thing we have is Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson.
All right.
They might be twins.
Well, they're not twins, but they do have very similar facial features.
And I'm wondering who their actual parents are, because they have to be
hippies.
Of course. I would like to know if the father birthed both of them, because apparently
Woody Harrelson's dad apparently was a very well-known hitman.
Yeah. He had watch that cocaine documentary, man. I'm telling you, the Cocaine Bear documentary, great. Almost better than the fucking movie. Just saying.
I'm gonna still watch it either way.
Did you watch the documentary?
No, I was. As I'm saying, like, I'm not sure, but you know, I gotta watch it first.
So if you're a well-known hitman, you're terrible at your job.
It was a parody. It was. They had real life facts in there, but I think it was made for a parody because this shit was fucking.
Well, either way, I still love the hell out of Cocaine Bear. It was everything I was hoping it would be. But yeah, Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey, half brothers, right, or potentially half brothers.
I can see it. They do look pretty similar in terms of like.
They both have almost the exact same eye shape.
I could like if somebody was to tell me they're related, I could be like, I'd buy it.
Yeah.
I could buy Woody Harrelson being the older brother to Matthew McConaughey.
All right. That was that.
Correct on that.
Fuck that bitch.
True Detective season 1.
She is bad.
Beautiful.
But they're gonna do a DNA test. I do know that, and
watch their father and son.
Watch her actually.
Well, I mean, I don't know. That Woody Harrelson isn't that much older than him.
Well, hey, weird things have happened.
Only takes
till
10.
60.
Yeah, but Matthew McConaughey's not that young.
No, he's not. He's like
he's
50.
Probably mid-50s.
Whatever. He's got really.
He's 53.
Virile sperm.
I mean, I can see them two being brothers. That'd be great. We got a buddy movie, everybody.
Well, True Detective. It happened.
And if they don't.
Well, maybe one of them gets brain cancer, and the other one's like, "Hey, I'm gonna run." Fucking shit.
What?
One of them becomes a transgender and then wants to do women's sports.
That okay, so I shared something with Charlie Caruso. Everybody knows her from WWE. She left WWE to go to ESPN, and she left ESPN. And I remember, like, I read it's been like a week, so it's hard for me to remember. But like, I read an article. She left ESPN because of she disagreed with transgender athletes being involved in women's sports.
Mm-hmm.
And because she's like the environment was so stifling with like pushing that idea that she was like, I'm fucking done, I'm out. It's not really about her, it's the idea that this is something that I've expressed from the fucking get-go of like the push for transgender, everything that came with it. It's like you have to establish certain rules, because when like things explode, you're looking at the extremes, you're not looking at the bottom line acceptable shit. Most people ain't gonna care when like if somebody's transgender, nobody cares. But if it's if you're then competing for like Olympic level sports, or not even Olympic level sports, high school, anything like that, you gotta think like, it's not fair for a bunch of women to work their fucking ass off to just be dethroned by a dude that is like, I'm a woman now. I'm not saying like, even if it's like, oh, I've always been a woman, I feel like I'm a woman. Bottom line is like, there is structural differences there.
Yeah.
And it's just not fair, because all you do is you obliterate women's sports in favor for male sport.
Well, the reason that this whole transgender thing was a thing all week was because our Congress actually passed a bill saying you cannot, if I remember right, yes, they passed a bill where you have to be a biological woman to be
on the women's sports team.
I feel like just make like a transgender league. The problem is the world wants you to believe that fucking half the fucking population is transgender, where realistically it's next to nothing. So you're not really like, there's going to be states where that league is empty or it's filled with one person. And how are you going to really like work that?
Yep.
And the whole idea is like, I don't want to be considered different. Okay, so if I'm transitioning from a man to a woman, I don't want to be considered not a woman. I don't want to be considered an in-between. I want to be considered a woman. However, if I've gone to a point where my whole fucking body is that of a man, yes, you're gonna like mitigate certain amounts of it with medication, but you'll still have the physical bone structure of a male, and it's gonna give you so many advantages in sports.
Mm-hmm.
It's
not fair.
It's not even just the bone structure. The muscle structure is the.
That's what I mean. Like the entire. Well, you have the bone structure. You have the build to have muscle in a way that women are not built.
Right.
So then the thing is, basically by making the transgender population have like a flourishing of things that they can do,
right.
You technically do the opposite of what the transgender movement wants to be like. Oh, recognize us, but in recognizing you fucking stifle women's sports, which is not acceptable.
It's a fucking like, Pandora's box that just they.
Well, I feel like the way the mankind should always work is what's best for the most should be what we look at. And unfortunately, when what's best for the most kind of hurts the people that don't fit into the most, it sucks, but there should still be opportunities for them. But those opportunities have to be kind of accepted. Because I mean, when it comes down to it, if you've got a bunch of women that train their fucking asses off to be swimming champions, and you have a man that's out transition to a woman, but it's like 6'6" with a man's body, it's just, come on. There's got to be a line somewhere.
There should have been a line drawn a very long time ago with that one fucking MMA fight where the transgender fighter actually crushed the skull of one of their opponents.
She broke her jaw. I saw it.
No.
I don't think I think when it comes to sports, and I'm gonna say sports of all level, except for like average shows or like lower end like high school shit. It, like biological gender should be a determining factor for where you play.
Right. I agree 100%. This is why, and I seen all the hate online. It was like they're moving the goalposts. So now that they've passed this law, they just don't like transgenders or whatever. The problem is no Democrat voted for this bill, right? I mean,
what's the bigger population, women or transgenders?
So that's my point. That's what I'm getting to. All of the and you had some people on here going like women saying, "Oh, you hate transgenders," and I actually tweeted one of the congresswomen. I said, "Apparently, you must hate women too, because what is the bigger population? What exactly? So this is all coming down to a vote. They're doing this for a political move because they have this idea that there's more transgenders than women, or more people that have these feelings of being who they aren't, if that makes sense."
Mm-hmm. But
votes. That's why they're doing this. That's why you see all the hate and shit. It's like, they hate transgenders. I don't think anybody hates anybody.
But I mean, the majority of people don't really care. They just want people to be. They want everybody to kind of be happy, right? The only thing is, like, when I look at it, and I'm not in this position, but if I had a fucking daughter, and my daughter worked her ass off in like wrestling or in baseball or any of that shit, whatever is competitive, and she just gets fucking floored by somebody that is transitioned, I'd be fucking up in arms, because now it's that much harder. First of all, women's sports has always been a fucking huge stumbling block. Yeah. You're gonna make it that much harder, and I will have a problem with a biological man beating the shit of my fucking daughter if I had one.
The woman was the woman who went against that, what's her fucking name? The Leah Thomas thing.
Well, you're seeing a bit more, and there was another one that came out that got spiked in the face from volleyball.
I think women, and I think women are now realizing, or women that are smart are starting to realize that, oh my God, they're going back to the fucking 1920s where we had to fight for our rights again.
Well, I think women. I think women as a whole are more accepting, or more like they've been a bit like, you see less like, you see more liberal women than you see fucking men. That's just 100% true, right? And they're more accepting, and half of that is because they don't want to fucking say something, but also at the same time, like, something needs to be said. You don't hear anything about fucking women transition to men fucking with men's sports, right? It doesn't happen because they don't have a leg up to do so. But I've seen fucking swimming, weightlifting, volleyball, fucking, like every sport under the fucking sun being like dominated by men turned to women. And because like the transition shit is relatively new, most of the men turned to women were already like proficient in this sport as men. Yeah. Then they turn to women as like, oh, I'm still gonna play in the women's league.
They never win anything in that sport in the men's category, so they have to cheat and go to the women's category.
But I feel like, okay, if there's somebody, and I'm sure that exists, but the majority of people transitioning from man to woman aren't to be lauded in sports. It's like they're transitioning for a different reason. Yes, there are some, for sure, that exist that way because people are fucked up. but the majority of them are just transitioning because they think they're more like a woman. But the fact that they think that there's no repercussions for then going from like a 225-pound man to a 200 or 190-pound woman with the same bone structure and physicality of a man, where you're doing it's fucking horseshit. Honestly, like, if I was a woman, I'd be up in arms.
I would be.
I agreed. That's why I said what I said.
I mean, it's getting to the point that women are being erased from everything, and it's just like, so we're gonna care more about the men again. Got ya.
And I'm not saying that's gonna happen. I'm just saying that that's what they're.
It's not even caring about the men. Like, the amount of fucking women that I know that are like, they love the fucking drag queens and the transgender culture. They're like so on board with it, but at the same time, it's like you are losing part of your identity. Like the amount of people that love the fucking Dylan Mulvaney guy, I'm gonna guarantee 95% of that is women.
I can agree with that.
But it's so over the top and ridiculous. Like, even my sisters, like, I watch the RuPaul's Drag Race and stuff. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever, do whatever you want. But like,
You're not watching live here.
I hate the when it comes to like the gay culture and stuff, the over the top fucking frou fucking wild ass fucking shit. It's like, who is this for? It's like you have the energy of a fucking toddler. For some reason.
It's strictly something that is for the gay community and nothing else.
Yeah, but I can tell you right now, like, it's the gay community, but it's also a lot of women watch that shit.
Oh yeah,
because every woman,
because of the costumes and the drama and all that fucking stupid shit.
I'm waiting for the day that they say we need transgender clothing. Wear a fucking pair of pants, you fucking numbnut. Like, I don't know.
Thing is, I don't really like care about the thing is, I don't care if you're transgender, you're transgender. I don't really care if it doesn't. I don't care what you are, but stop, like, the media stopped shoving it in my face. But also the fact that it's impacting other parts of the world, like the transgender impact on women, especially with sports, is something I don't like.
Yeah.
Because I think you can have like I said, I think you can have transgender sports. I mean, if everybody's calling them fucking trans anyway, you might as well have a fucking department made for them. I just don't like the idea that you could have like a fucking people working hard and being turned away because it's like fucking Space Jam.
Oh my god.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
It's like all of a sudden you see these juiced up wannabe athletes show up, and it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But as far as it goes, I mean, like the people that are like true to the idea of like, I don't know what gender I am, or I think I'm a different gender, and they do the transition, like, just, I'm fucking fine with people that are just like, I want to be this, and I am going to live in my own world and be this, and I'm going to be in public. But the people that make it a spectacle, I always hate.
Yeah.
I like it. You can do whatever you want. All the things are there for you to become whatever you fucking want. But don't fucking like become like a martyr that you're not, because nobody cares.
You don't even need to be. I think people feel like they have to be, and it's just, I don't know. People are weird.
Yeah. Honestly, like I have no problem with anybody. It's just,
and I don't.
I'm tired of the like open my mouth and fucking shove down whatever agenda you have going on. And then it brings back to the things we said earlier with like fucking Disney and all the other.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have a cousin that's transgender. You know, he does drag queen stuff, but he doesn't throw it. Well, he
Well, I've had a couple friends that did like fucking drag queen stuff, and like in all honesty, they were like, yeah, it was obvious that they were gay, but they weren't like fucking throwing everything in your face, and it was like,
Right.
whatever. To see a drag queen show here or there, it was pretty. Like, I don't agree with the drag queen fucking shows for kids. I don't understand why that's happening.
Yeah, I don't. That doesn't need to happen.
Like the thing is, like the drag queen shows that I've seen like two, and they were respectable. It wasn't like fucking disgusting or anything like that. They didn't come up with like fucking gigantic cocks or all that shit. It was just like a fucking. It was more like a fashion showcase.
Mm-hmm.
But no kid fucking cares about that anyway. What kid cares about fashion?
No, I don't.
The people
Fuck
who
it.
care about fashion are the people that can afford fashion.
I feel like the LGBTQ plus fucking umbrella is being used to do a lot of fucking weird shit,
Oh god, yeah.
Right?
and it's unfortunate because what it actually stands for is fine, but what
It's being twisted
the
and
rest-
manipulated with, yeah. On that positive note, anything else we got before we wrap it up?
the only thing I have is we all saw Canada's politicians wear high heels and
Oh,
prance around.
What the fuck is what? Yeah, what? What was that?
Okay, so that was actually, I don't know if it was, but it's a domestic abuse aware.
I think they changed it after the fact. It was supposed to be domestic abuse. They changed it to gender abuse because they're wearing high heels.
Cause sure.
Does anybody know what domestic abuse means? No, I know you guys do.
What the
but
fuck?
Why are they changing the definition of domestic abuse? Stop it. It's what it is. What it is. Did it happen in a domicile? Then it was domestic abuse. Fucking morons.
I mean, I don't understand what a bunch of fucking
The more you know with
40-year-old
JP.
40-year-old plus men wearing high heels is gonna do for anybody, and prancing around in a circle where you see 10 seconds of a video.
Gonna get you a no bucks given. Is what it's gonna get you.
I mean, if they're raising money for that, great. I get it, but come
They're not. They're just doing
not.
it.
I know that, but what I'm saying is,
The problem is like one of them is like a he's basically from my area, and I was like, oh god.
So what's that?
Goodbye.
So what
I
size
mean,
shoe is he?
like again, I wouldn't have minded it if they were doing it for. But if you're just doing it to do it,
They're raising awareness. What
Oh,
the only
we're aware.
awareness? Like, okay,
the
like,
only awareness that they're raising is that there's fucking middle-aged men in Canada fucking walking around in high heels.
That-
95% of the people will take away that it's that.
the awareness that
Like-
we're aware of is that men can rip stockings a lot easier than women, apparently.
Sometimes you can.
It's just hilarious that like
Ow.
my country is a fucking joke.
You
Honestly,
hear you.
like this upon everything else going on in Canada is just like like if you think the liberal people in America are pretty much all of Canada, and like the thing is like I've like throughout most of my life I've been liberal, and I still think I'm a liberal with conservative beliefs, which is fucked up because like what I consider liberal is now conservative,
Your ass
and
backwards.
what's liberal now is fucking weird. It's just not for me.
Right.
Anyways, I got some high heels, guys, and next time
You better.
What are we gonna raise awareness to?
Basement.
Itchy balls.
Yeah.
Girl.
it just
Fucking
your
head.
penises are rising.
What? Well,
What?
it's not. But
Well, it will be when I'm in high heels.
stop it. I no man. I like.
It's fucking stupid. It raises awareness for nothing. It makes Canada look like a joke. Canada's already a joke. Stop fucking doing this shit.
Blaine
Like, can we
Baines.
somebody that's not a fucking
We do
tard?
the same thing around here with the suicide prevention thing. Like you do that.
I mean, okay. So
That
suicide prevention is different than walking around in high heels.
that's 100%.
I feel like walking around in high heels is promoting suicide.
No, let me finish my. I mean, that's pretty good, but no, I'm just saying. At least with that, there's a number you can call. There's a purpose for it. By just having guys prance around it, you could fucking rate. Maybe that's what they're doing. They're just doing one video, and the next fucking thing that comes up, that's they're gonna.
Honestly, it's probably like the diversity fucking commander that was like, I brought a bunch of high heels for all of you, and we're gonna walk around to celebrate this because honestly I fucking watched the diversity training at my work was basically I am a villain.
Yep.
And
Good luck getting a size for me. I'm a 13 men's wide, so good luck getting the fucking high heel on that size.
It's crazy, man. I'd never understand. We had to go through that kind of training when I was in the army.
For high heels?
For
high heels?
I mean, the thing is, like, if somebody in my mind, I was watching this diversity training. I'm like, if somebody needs this training and is actually benefiting from it, they should be fired. First of all,
it's that whole that sign of that warning sign or do not do sign is oddly extremely specific. So something happened that somebody did something along those lines to merit those signs.
Like the funny part is like I'm watching this shit. Yeah, like not 2 years ago, my fucking place of operations fucking made a blacks only meeting.
That's great.
It's like, oh my god! So you're segregating people based on their race. And you're telling us not to do that, but you did that. What?
Wow, this is like the article all over again.
Honestly, like if I wanted to like quit my job, that's the thing I would send. I would send it to everybody in the fucking business and be like, "Oh, so you're saying racial diversity is great, yet you made a meeting for black people only." What? Anyways, I'm leaving and never coming back.
Keep that in your back pocket and then quit the way that what's his name did from fucking Fight Club.
People are weird.
Yep.
No, the government is terrible.
And it's made up of
terrible people.
Right, that are weird.
Actually, you know what it's made up of? Of people that just don't say anything.
Yeah.
They talk, but they don't say anything, yes.
Except shit, my heel broke.
I mean, that would truly suck.
It would. Got anything else? We good? I just realized what time it was, and I'm dreading waking up in the morning.
Thank God I don't have to wake up in the morning.
Lucky bastard! I have to get like 3 hours.
I woke up in the morning every other day. Someone shared female teacher fired for saying good afternoon.
That was Gina.
Okay, she's not here, so fuck it. Oh, I had something. There's a guy that is like super rich. Brian Johnson spends $2 million a year to stay younger forever.
Oh, this guy, yeah.
I don't know who this
guy is. There's a guy out there that was like, I think he's like a tech guy, made a bunch of money, and he got hit his like 40s, and he was trying to become 20 again.
Yep.
Through like, I guess life practices and I guess fucking medication or fucking.
This guy joined Scientology?
No, but he spends $2 million a year to stay young forever.
For upgrades that keep him younger.
Right. Like I said, he joined Scientology.
I don't think he gets surgery, but they're trying to make his organs that of a teenager.
Watch, next thing we hear, Biotic wannabe man has died.
It's just weird.
I'm looking at it now.
Weird. I mean,
Yeah, like everything I've looked or seen, because it was like fucking forecasted to me.
Project
was weird as
Blueprint.
shit.
The goal is to have all his major organs, including the brain, liver, and kidneys, function as if he were in his late teenage years. He claims that he already has the heart of a 37-year-old, the skin of a 28-year-old, and the lung capacity of a fitness of an 18-year-old. It all reportedly started with severe downturn in his mental and physical health before he sold Braintree to eBay. He was overweight, depressed, and nearly suicidal, all result of accumulation of stress and working long hours. Johnson wakes every morning at 5 a.m., takes 24 supplements, works out for an hour, drinks green juice laced with creatine and collagen peptides, and brushes and flushes teeth while rinsing with tea tree oil and antioxidant gel. Before bedtime, he wears glasses that block blue light for 2 hours. He's also constantly monitors his vital signs and undergoes monthly medical procedures to maintain his results, including ultrasounds, MRIs, colonoscopies, and blood tests. While sleeping, he is hooked up to a machine that counts the number of nighttime erections. Perfect. He also takes daily measurements of his weight, body mass index, body fat, blood glucose levels, and heart rate variations. That I get.
No, so here's the thing. Have you heard Insanity?
I was about to say
Because this
That's
is
not living.
that. No, he basically made himself a lab subject
Yeah, yeah.
to be like, I am 20, but I am 40. The thing is, like, there's people that fucking destroy their body, like, oh, I'm gonna smoke forever, I'm gonna drink forever, I'm gonna fucking do hard drugs. And at 80, they're like, oh, I've got the body of a 60-year-old. It's called genetics, you fucking bitch, and you can't fuck with it. I hate, like, this guy is fucking off his rocker. So I'm going to be a lab rat so that I'm 20 years old. Everybody knows you're 40. You look 40, or you look like late 30s.
Morning, Bob. Morning, sir. How many nighttime stiffies did you get? Well, let's check the machine.
Well, it's been a good Sunday. I got 2.5.
Got a good Sunday.
That half was because I've been there.
The half was because you showed up, Bob.
We got a good halvesies
That's
going.
Like ridiculous.
God
like,
damn it.
Like he went from being like I was overweight and suicidal, and therefore I turned what I would look at as a business into my life, where
Basically.
I monitor everything under the fucking sun,
Oh,
and I've
shit.
got to be perfect about everything. This is kind of how I feel like The Rock is, where like the only way he like mitigates. No, the only
No,
way he
you're right.
mitigates is like because he's gone on record saying he's depressed and that shit. The only way he mitigates that is to like basically make his life he's a human schedule.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
You
exactly
know what I
what
mean?
with the energy drinks, his acting, his fucking.
So he's never an actual person. Like he reminds me. There's a couple people I met like this that are like fully functional, but they function on a schedule, and anytime you talk to them, it's like you're talking to an AI.
Like overly
that
functional.
is- but it's like you're never actually talking to a person. So like a friend of mine that's like this is like I got like personal with him, and there was nothing there.
Yeah. Except nighttime erections.
Well, I hope so. Hope it gave him something.
No givesies halfsies.
Yeah, that's it for me. I got nothing more.
Cool. All right. I think that we did a good run. Almost 3 hours.
Yeah, good. Plan.
It's only
run.
3
Had a
a.m.
good-
here, and tomorrow we're watching Harry Potter.
Half-Blood Prince with Severus Snape.
I gotta watch that in the daytime.
Samesies.
Best movie. I enjoyed it.
Want to thank Heather, JP, Basement, and all you cool cat and kittens for tuning in as always. Download us on your favorite podcasting platform. If you haven't done so already, give us that 5-star rating on Apple. So help us boost up some stuff, some more notoriety and visibility on the Apple podcasting site. As Heather mentioned, tomorrow, Harry Potter Roundtable as we do the Half-Blood Prince. We are getting dangerously close to the end of the series. And we got some cool stuff coming down the pipeline this week. Some more gameplay, and of course, HG Mode Season 2. And I'm sure in May we will be sprinkling in some HG dub as well. You guys are still crushing it with the creations, and they're kind of fucking crazy. Can't wait to show you guys. Anyway, any last minute tidbits before we wrap this up?
Nope. I'm good.
Cool.
Nothing else.
On that note, peace out, bitches.